हेलो अनिकेत। आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ भाई। हेलो।
हेलो अनिकेत, आ रही है अब आवाज?
यस।
ओके। Hello. Good morning, everyone. We will be starting in few minutes. Okay. Let everybody join. After that, we will start our session. Hello. We will be starting in about 5 minutes, okay?
Hello guys. हेलो गाइस कैसे हो? चैट में लिख दो, आवाज आ रही है मेरी? आवाज आ रही है, चैट में लिखो। सही है आ रही है बात। तो गुड मॉर्निंग गाइस, गुड मॉर्निंग। चैट में जीएम लिख दो। जीएम। सब लोग उठ गए ना सो के, कि अभी भी कोई नींद में है? चलो, सबकी जीएम हो रही है। अच्छा। लिख दो भाई, सब लोग जीएम लिख दो, ताकि पता तो चले कि सब लोग जाग रहे हैं कि सो रहे हैं। चलो, जाग रहे हैं लोग। तो अभी तक हम लोग थोड़ा सा वेट कर रहे थे कि सब लोग आ जाएं। मैं खुद भी अभी थोड़ा सा लेट हो गया। सही है, चाय भी पी ली। हाँ, मैंने भी चाय पी ली है। मैंने भी पी ली चाय, तो शुरू करते हैं। तो आज हम लोग देख रहे हैं, सबसे पहले एक नाम हमने देखा, एमएलएसए। तो एमएलएसए के बारे में पता है? हाँ या ना? किस किस को पता है, हाँ या ना? हाँ, नहीं पता एमएलएसए। यस, लिख दो गाइस, हाँ या ना, यस और नो। पता है कि नहीं पता है एमएलएसए? नो आइडिया। नो। ओके, तो सबसे पहले ना एक बार बेसिक बता देता हूँ एमएलएसए है क्या। एमएलएसए है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट लॉन्च स्टूडेंट्स एम्बेसिडर। ये है ना, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट की तरफ से एक एम्बेसिडर चूज किया जाता है, जो कि क्या करता है, उसकी जितनी भी टेक्नोलॉजीज है उन सबको प्रमोट करने के लिए, और साथ में जितनी भी न्यू चीजें आ रही है वो सब सिखाने के लिए, क्योंकि ये माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का है। इसमें सिंपल सी बात है कि इसके अंदर जितना भी सिखाया जाएगा वो सब माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के बारे में होगा। तो नई चीजें जितनी भी आ रही है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में, या नई टेक्नोलॉजीज आ रही है नई, और जितनी भी चीजें आ रही हैं वो सब इसमें आपको बताई जाएंगी कि क्या हो रहा है, क्योंकि और ये है स्टूडेंट लर्न। तो सिंपल सी बात है कि इसमें सारे स्टूडेंट्स मिलके एक साथ लर्न करेंगे। हम भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, हम लोग सीखेंगे भी और आपको सिखाएंगे भी। ठीक है ना? तो ऐसे ही हमने आज जो हमारा सबसे पहला, एक तो ये हमारा सबसे पहला इवेंट होने वाला है एमएलएसए का। एंड हमारे एमएलएसए यानी माइक्रोसॉफ्ट लंच स्टूडेंट एम्बेसिडर अरमान कुकरेती हैं। तो एक बार क्लैपिंग्स कर दो अरमान के लिए, कि उन्होंने इसको ये पोजीशन उन्हें मिली है, और उल्टा उन्हें दो दो पोजीशंस मिली है। एक बार क्लैपिंग्स कर दो चैट में। कर दो गाइस, सो रहे हो क्या? लगता है सो रहे हैं सब। अब मेरे को तो लग रहा है कि सब लोग सो रहे हैं अभी। इमोजी नहीं मिल रहा। तो कोई नहीं। तो इसी के साथ हम लोग शुरू करते हैं। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है फंडामेंटल ऑफ माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज्योर। तो इसमें हम लोग माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज्योर जो टेक्नोलॉजी है उसके बारे में हम लोग सीखने वाले हैं। एंड वो हमको सिखाएंगे, और खुद अरमान अरमान खुद हमको ये सिखाने वाले हैं। तो कौन कौन सब लोग एक्साइटेड हैं माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज्योर के बारे में? मेरे को लगता है सब फर्स्ट ईयर ही है। तो चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो अब मैं हैंड ओवर करता हूँ अरमान को, ताकि आगे आपको एश्योर के बारे में सिखा सके, वरना ऐसे तो पूरा दिन निकल जाएगा टाइम पास करते हुए। ठीक है, तो चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। हेलो अरमान सर।
Hi, Vansham. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vansham, for the introduction. Okay, so first, let me ask that how many of you are from first year, second year, or third year? Just type in the chat that currently you are in which year, so I can also get to know that maximum audience participation. First year. Okay. Okay, so maximum are from first, second, and third year also. Okay. Good. Okay, so
हमारे जैसे ही
maximum
हैं।
of so maximum of them are from first, second year and diploma also. Yeah, good. Nice to see diploma students. Yeah. Okay. So as you all know, the today's topic for our event is fundamentals of Microsoft Azure. So, if you were a part of our GDC community, we had currently organized a study jam, which was on generative AI. Okay, in that also you were yeah, in that also you were means you were told about and you were given some modules to complete, and you were briefed about what is Google Cloud Platform. Okay. But now this is a Microsoft event, and today I will be teaching you and I will be interacting you and telling you about the fundamentals of Microsoft Azure. Okay. And what is Azure and what is everything? We will cover all the basics, and I will also show you some hands-on how can you create virtual machine, how can you create different types of storages. I will tell you about all of that and do it practically. Okay. Okay. And if you have any doubt in between, you can just ask through the chat and I will surely reply it. Okay. You can just ask it in the chat. Okay. Okay, everyone. Are you ready? Shall we start? That's all. And I want this to be interactive session. Okay. It should not be that I am just speaking and you all are sleeping and daydreaming. Okay. Because this is a really
बोरिंग नहीं
important
होना
session.
चाहिए.
हाँ. This is a really important session and you are going to learn something very new. Okay. If you are I am going to tell you about the basics, how it's going to work and everything about it. So if you have any doubt, just ask me. Okay. And be attentive. Yeah. And make it interactive session. And at last we are having
और कुछ
some,
सरप्राइज भी हम लोग देंगे.
yeah, we are having some
तो
surprises.
जो जो
Yeah.
लास्ट तक रुकेगा उनके लिए
Again,
कुछ
who
तो
are attentive
सरप्राइज है
and
और कुछ
yeah,
अच्छा ही है.
which is very much useful for all of you. You will be getting the surprises also. Okay. Okay, so everyone just type start so that we will start our session. Type start in the chat. Okay, good. Uh, Wait a second, I'm presenting my screen. Hmm. Okay. Is my screen visible to all of you? Yes or no? Is my screen visible? Type in the chat. Yes? Oh, good. Okay. So let me just okay. So the topic for today's event is fundamentals of Microsoft Azure. And what is this AZ900? AZ900 is basically a course which is provided by Microsoft Azure for the fundamentals. Okay. So today I will be covering most of the content which is in this certification course. Okay. Which is AZ900. Okay. I will be telling you about what are the certifications and all later in this event. Okay. Okay, so let's now move forward. Is it okay if I keep it like this because be I will be opening my web browser also. Is it okay like this? Yeah. Is it okay if I keep my presentation like this? Yes or no? Okay. Yeah. So let's start first. Wait, let me open. Okay, so how many of you are familiar about the term cloud computing? What is cloud computing? How many of you are familiar? How many of you know what is cloud computing? Write in the chat if you know. Nobody? Yes. Okay. Okay. So let's start that. First of all, that what is cloud computing? So in simple terms, you can read this first, that cloud computing is a technology that enables user to access and use computing resources such as servers, storage, and applications over the internet. Okay. Instead of owning and maintaining physical hardware, users can leverage remote servers hosted in data centers to store data, run applications, and perform various computing tasks. Okay. If I tell you in simple language what is cloud computing, so it is a practice in which you use remote servers. Okay. In which you remote server. What I mean by remote server is servers which are not hosted by you and are hosted by some third party service providers. Okay. So here you are using remote servers and you access those servers over the internet for carrying out your computational task and hosting your websites and doing many other things. Okay. Okay. So if let me explain. Mm. Okay. So let me give you an example. Take an example that this is your office premises, and to set up a IT office or to set up a IT startup, what things would you require? You will first of all you will require a piece. You will require some desktop PCs. Listen, put down. Okay. What things you will require? You will require some PCs. Yes. What else thing you will require? You will require a database. You will require a database. Okay. Then you will require a server. You will require a server. Okay. What is this? This is a server. This is a database. Okay. And all these things would be interconnected with each other. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So this is the basic infrastructure that you would require if you are starting any IT startup or you are having office premises. Okay. Now, what if I tell you that this is everything about cloud computing? Okay, this is the basic of cloud computing. Now, in cloud computing, all these things you access over the internet and you rent it from a cloud service provider or any third party service provider. Okay. Instead of setting up all these things by yourself, what you do, you rent it out from cloud service providers. Like there are many cloud service providers, like you will be knowing some few of them. Uh, okay. Cloud service providers like there is you would have heard about AWS, which stand for Amazon Web Services. Then second is Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure, and you would also be familiar with Google Cloud Platform. Okay, GCP. Okay, so these are some of the leading cloud service providers till date. Okay, and these are used by many of the Fortune companies, Fortune 500 companies that you have heard of. Okay. And uh, if you are taking a cloud service, then what are the things that you will get? Okay. So first of all, if you are taking any cloud service or you are cloud service from a cloud provider, what things you will require? First, you will require an infrastructure. Infrastructure. What I mean by infrastructure is this whole thing is an infrastructure like server, database, okay, and all the hardware resources. This all comes under infrastructure. So you will require the infrastructure, okay. What else you will require? You will require some resources, like as I told you that all the cloud is accessible over the internet, so there should be a good network, okay, that should be good internet connection, okay, and there should be good storage also, there should be good ram, means it should have a good ram, okay. So you would also require resources like network storage, and there can be many other like processors and all. Okay. Okay. Now, what else you will require? You will also require security. Okay. So if you are hosting your data somewhere, if you are storing your data somewhere, what what do you expect? You expect that your data should be secure where you are storing. Yes. So what does cloud provides you? Cloud also provides you with security. Okay. What types of security? It could be firewall, it could be access managements and SSH. There can be different things. Okay. We will learn about it later. Okay. Now what else? Maintenance. Okay. Spelling anything. Okay. Maintenance. Maintenance means there could be some software updates in your servers and all the operating system that you are using, or you need to update your RAM, the RAM that you have taken from the cloud provider. Like currently you are using 8 GB RAM. Later on you require 16 GB RAM. Okay, so you can it all comes under maintenance, that you are maintaining your server and keeping it up to date. Okay. Now what is next thing? It's servers and database. Okay, so these are the basic things that cloud provides you. First is with infrastructure, resources, security, maintenance, and servers and database. Okay, so this is cloud computing. You rent what you do in cloud computing. You rent the servers which is provided by third-party cloud providers, and you perform your task and you pay for it as you use the resources. Okay, it is a pay as you go model. Okay, as you use the resources you pay for it. Okay, you don't buy anything and you do not set up on your own. Okay, do you understand what is cloud computing? Did you get it? Yes or no? Yes. Do you have any doubt what is cloud computing? Is everyone getting it? Yes. Okay, good. If anyone has any doubt, you can ask, okay, in the chat. No problem. Okay. Okay. So I hope what is cloud computing, it is clear to all of you. Okay, I have explained in a very simple way. Okay. Now, if you are using any cloud computing, what are the advantages that you will get? Okay. Now we also need to talk about the advantages. Okay, now we got to know that what all things we will get in the cloud. Okay. हमें क्लाउड में क्या क्या मिलेगा ये सब हमें पता चल गया, ठीक है, कि हमें इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मिलेगा, रिसोर्सेज मिलेंगे, सिक्योरिटी मिलेगा, मेंटेनेंस हो पाएगा अच्छे से, एंड वी विल गेट सर्वर्स एंड डेटाबेस. Okay, but what are the advantages if I am using my cloud, if I am uh, paying for cloud, what are the advantages that I am getting? Okay, ये सब तो ठीक है, ये सब तो मैं खुद का भी सेटअप कर लूँ, but what is the advantage? Okay, we will see about the advantages now. Okay, what are the advantages? Okay, so first of all, the main advantage is high availability. Okay. What I mean by high availability is that whenever you are hosting your product, or whenever you are example, you are a company and you want to host your product, okay, what you will expect that your product should be up 24 into 7, 24/7 into 365. Yes or no? This is the basic thing that you will require, that मैं जो भी product host कर रहा हूँ वो हर at any given time it should be accessible to the audience. Okay, so this is what cloud provides you. Cloud provides you high availability, means the servers can run continuously without any break, unless it is any maintenance thing. The servers can run 24/7 into 365 days. Okay, this is what I mean by high availability. Okay, now second is scalability. In cloud, you can scale your resources in different ways. There are two types of scaling in cloud. First is horizontal scaling, or you can say vertical scaling. Vertical, and second is horizontal. Okay, so these are the two types of scalings that is provided. What is horizontal and vertical scaling? We'll talk about it in some time. Okay, now what I mean by scalability is that first, as I told before, first I require only 4 GB of RAM in my server. Okay, but after some time, the load on my website has increased, so I need to increase the RAM of my server, so I can easily scale my resources up and down. Okay, I can easily increase my 4 GB RAM to 16 GB to 32 GB. Okay, and I can easily move from quad core processor to octa core processor, and you can do scaling as you want, as you wish. Okay, what is another thing is global reach. Okay. What I mean by high availability is that your product should be up 24/7 into 365. And what I mean by global reach is your product should be accessible from any part of the world. Okay. This is what I mean by global reach. Okay. What is another thing? Next is the security. Okay. Security is basically, it is a shared responsibility. We will talk about after this what is shared responsibility. It is a shared responsibility between Azure or any of your cloud providers and the customer. Customer means you. Okay. So, eight seconds. Okay. So what is shared responsibility? Security is a type of shared responsibility. Why it is a shared responsibility, and we will talk about it in few minutes. Okay. So just take it that current now it is a shared responsibility between your cloud provider and the customer. Okay. Now the next thing it provides you is it provides you with predictive cost analysis. Okay. As I told you earlier that whenever you are using any cloud service, it is a pay as you go model. Okay. Now it is a pay as you go model, means the resources you use, you pay for that only. Okay. Now, how you will get to know that how much resources you have used, and at the end of the month, how much you need to pay? How you will get to it? How you will get to know about it? Okay, so you can get to know about it using the feature predictive cost analysis, which is available in the cloud. Okay, basically this feature tells you about, it predicts the cost that you will utilize if you use this much of resource. Okay, we will see this in our hands-on session. Okay, so these are the basic advantages or the main advantages. There are many more, but these are the 5 main advantages that you get if you use any cloud computing. Okay, or any cloud service. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Yes, are you getting it? No. If you want to understand anything else also, you can ask. Okay, don't feel shy. Okay. Okay, so we understood that what is cloud computing and why should I use cloud computing and what are its advantages. Okay. Now the next topic that we will learn is OPEX and CAPEX. Okay, these are very general use terms in cloud computing. Okay, OPEX stands for operational expense and CAPEX stands for capital expenditure. Okay, now let me tell you in my slide on that. Okay, let's start here. Wait a second, make it. Yeah, my font is not increasing. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so first let's talk about what is CAPEX or what is capital expenditure. Okay, now capital expenditure means that wait a second. Okay, let me try to remember. Now in capital expenditure, what is done that you own your own infrastructure. Yeah, what is infrastructure? This whole thing which we talked about earlier, it is called infrastructure. Okay. Now in capital expenditure, okay. Okay. In capital expenditure, you own your own infrastructure. Okay. And if you own your own infrastructure, then what is required? A big initial investment is required. Yes. Why big initial investment? Because you are setting up your own servers, own database, and own infrastructure. So what is required? A big initial investment is required. Yes. Okay. A big initial investment is required. So this is what CAPEX is in simple terms. In CAPEX, you are not using any, you are not renting any infrastructure. You are setting up your own infrastructure. And if you are setting up your own infrastructure, it requires a big initial investment. Okay. This is uh, this you can means visualize it. Means if you are setting up, you are buying something, that obviously if you are buying something, it will require big investment. Okay. Now, if you have done a big initial investment, after that, what it requires? It requires low maintenance cost. Okay, after as time increases, time cost decreases. Okay, how the cost decreases means initially you have set up all the infrastructure. Now, over the period of time, the cost which is required is just the maintenance cost. Okay, nothing else. So, capex, it is not related to cloud. It means that you are setting up your own infrastructure, and setting up your own infrastructure requires big initial investment, and over a period of time this cost decreases. Okay, and the cost which you are paying is only for the maintenance. Okay, and while in operational expenditure. Okay. Okay, now if you talk about operational expenditure, in first of all, operational expenditure is a pay-as-you-go model. What is it? Pay-as-you-go model. Now, you know, wherever I use pay-as-you-go model, there may be some resources that you are renting out. Okay, so same thing here. There is what you do. You rent out the infrastructure here. In operational expenditure, you are renting out the infrastructure. It can be you can rent from anywhere, whether it is a cloud provider or anywhere. Okay, and if you are renting any infrastructure, then what will happen? There will be no initial investment. It is obvious because you are renting the infrastructure. Okay, so no initial investment. No initial investment, and it is a pay-as-you model. So what you will require? You will require a minimum maintenance cost. Minimum maintenance cost. Yeah. So operational expense, it is related to cloud, where you rent out the cloud infrastructure. It is a pay-as-you model, and there is no initial investment required because you are renting out the infrastructure. And minimum maintenance is required. Okay. Okay. So this is what is capital expenditure and what is operational expenditure. I hope you understand about it. Yes. Yes. Did you understand what is capital expenditure? What is operational expenditure? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good. ठीक है तो it was all about capital and operational expenditure. Okay. Now let's come back to what is shared responsibility model. Okay. Can you tell where just I told that something is a shared responsibility? Can you just type in the chat what is shared responsibility? I just told you in cloud something is shared responsibility. Which feature of the cloud is shared responsibility? Can you tell? हम्म अभी मैंने कहा था कि कोई चीज shared responsibility होती है. Yeah, the security. As I mentioned here, हाँ, here. Security. Security, it is a shared responsibility between Azure and the customer. Okay. Now let's talk about what is shared responsibility. The shared responsibility model in cloud computing is a framework that outlines the division of security responsibilities between a cloud service provider and its customers. Okay, it is a collaborative effort to ensure overall security of the cloud environment. Okay. Now you would be having a doubt that I am paying for my cloud. Okay, मैं तो इसके लिए पे कर रहा हूँ. तो मुझे क्यों ध्यान देना सिक्योरिटी का? Okay, why it is not looked after by the cloud provider? Okay, this would be your doubt. Okay. Uh, so let me explain you with a real world example. Okay, very simple. You are going to understand it. अरे यार एक तो दिख नहीं. एक सेकेंड. ओके आप तक. ठीक. Okay, so let me explain you. Okay. Okay. So okay, so take an example that this is your apartment and okay. Just take an example that this is your apartment and these are the houses inside your apartment or flats. Okay. Now the uh, owner of the apartment or the owner of the whole flat provides a general security. Okay. The flat owner provides a general security which look after the people who are coming out and he looks after the apartment. Okay. Now, does it mean that you will not keep some security measures inside your house? Does it mean that? No, you are also keeping some security measure, whether it be a lock or it be something else. You are keeping some security measure inside your house also. Okay. So this is what I mean by shared responsibility. Azure is providing you with the security. Okay. But अपने घर के अंदर क्या security रखना है? It is up to you. Okay. You can keep security inside your house. Okay. Now take the building owner as Azure and Azure provides you some security and you are the owner of your own infrastructure. Take this as your infrastructure. Okay. Now this is your infrastructure. You are owner of your infrastructure. Now it is up to you that what kind of security you provide to your own infrastructure. Okay. Azure will provide you the general security. Okay. You understand the concept, uh, what is shared responsibility? Why shared responsibility is required? Yes. Come on, everyone, be interactive. Okay, good. So this is shared responsibility. Now, in shared responsibility, what are the responsibility of the cloud provider or Microsoft Azure, and what are the responsibilities of the user? Okay. So first, let's look into what are the responsibility of Microsoft Azure. Okay. What in shared responsibility, what are the things that Azure will provide us? Okay. First of all, uh, Azure will provide you with the physical infrastructure. Okay. Physical infrastructure. What I mean by physical infrastructure is the data center, servers, database, and all. It will be provided by the Microsoft. Okay. Next, next is the networking. Okay. Now the networking. What I mean by networking is that the connection between all the different data centers as well as your server. Okay, now the data centers should also be connected to your server. So all this networking is provided to you by the Microsoft. Okay. Next, what Microsoft provides is virtualization infrastructure. Okay. Now we will go into detail about what is virtualization in some time. Now you just understand that if whenever you are creating any virtual machine or anything, all the resources and everything is provided you by the Microsoft. Okay. So just understand this much for now. Okay. Now what are the responsibilities of the user? First is configuration management. Okay. Now if you are you are hosting any virtual machine, or you are creating any instance, what you need to manage the configuration. What I mean by configuration is kitna RAM hona chahiye, what should be the CPU, what should be the processor, which operating system you want to use. Okay, this all configuration will be the responsibility of the user. Okay. Next is data encryption. Now, there are various methods provided in Microsoft Azure for data encryption, but it is up to the user that which method he or she wants to use, and they need to enable that data encryption method. Okay. Next is identity and access management. I hope you are very familiar with this term. It is called IAM. Okay. In Google Cloud also you have heard about this. So IAM means just you are just managing that who all you are just managing different accesses, like who is having view access, who is having admin access, who is able to edit your infrastructure and all. This all comes under IAM. Okay, identity and access management. Okay. Um Okay. Now the shared responsibility. We have seen what is Microsoft responsibility and what is user's responsibility. Now, what is shared responsibility? The data. Okay. The data comes under shared responsibility. Then the operating system and the applications that you are going to host. This also comes under shared responsibility. Okay. I hope this is clear. Okay. What is shared responsibility? Okay. Now let's move on to what are the types of cloud. Okay. There are okay, before moving on to types of cloud, let me just show you something. Uh, than that, okay. If you go in your browser and search for data centers, Azure data center, and here there will be yeah, datacenter.microsoft.com. So here Microsoft gives you a whole virtual reality of all the data centers and what are the things that are going on. Okay. Okay, so this is whatever dots that you can see here. These all are the data centers, all the different data centers all around the globe. Okay. Now, if you see in India, this is India, no? This is India. Okay. Now, if you see in India, there are currently two data centers of Microsoft. Okay. Yeah, there are currently two data centers. One is in Pune. Okay. Second is in where is it? It is in Chennai. And what is this? And this is basically in Hyderabad, but it is not currently launched. It is being built and it will be coming soon. Okay. So currently we are having two data centers in India. One is where is one? Yeah, one is in Pune and one is in Chennai. Okay. Now you would also see some lines which are passing here. Okay. Okay. Now you can see there are some lines with animations which are passing and connecting the world. What is it? Okay. So these lines are basically, you can say it, these lines are connecting lines or underwater pipelines. Okay. Now you all would know that till date the fastest communication the fastest data transfer is through wired mediums like optical cable fibers or using Ethernet. Okay. These are the fastest transmission mediums. Okay. So these are the connecting lines which help in data transfer between different data centers. Okay. These all animations are the different connecting lines. Okay. Okay. And all these dots are the different data centers. Okay. Now, now what are these blue dots? Okay. These blue dots are POP. POP means point of presence. Okay. Now let me give you an example. What is point of presence? Now, take an example. This is your server. Okay. And this is your PC. And this is a PC. Now, whenever you are requesting any service from the server, what you need to do, the request needs to traverse means the request need to travel across the region through the to the server. Okay, means as you can see here, if your server is hosted somewhere in India and someone from US tries to access your server, then what happens? The request needs to go across the region and access the server which is in India. Okay. But what the point of presence does, point of presence lies between your server and the customer. Okay. POP. Now, what POP does, whenever a customer is requesting a service from the server, if this service is requested before, means अगर मैं कोई सर्विस रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ मेरे सर्वर से, अगर ये मैंने कोई पहले रिक्वेस्ट कर चुका हूं मैं, तो बेसिकली पीओपी क्या काम करता है, ये कैशिंग का काम करता है कि अगर मैंने कोई सर्विस पहले एक्सेस कर रखी है मेरे सर्वर से, तो ये क्या करेगा, कैश करके रखेगा वो सर्विस या फिर उसका रिजल्ट, ताकि जब मैं दूसरी बार सेम चीज कॉल करूं तब मेरे को पूरा ऑल ओवर द रीजन मेरे को ट्रैवल ना करना पड़े और मैं डायरेक्टली ये पॉइंट ऑफ प्रेजेंट मेरे को ये रिक्वेस्ट रिजॉल्व करके दे देगा। ठीक है। पॉइंट ऑफ प्रेजेंस क्या करता है कि बेसिकली जो अवेलेबिलिटी बढ़ाता है तुम्हारी सर्वर की, क्योंकि ये कैशिंग करता है, तो क्या होता है, वेन एवर यू रिक्वेस्ट अ सर्विस फ्रॉम द सर्वर and this request has made beforehand, then the POP helps you in getting the response faster. Okay, because that response is already cached. Okay, so this is the data centers, POPs, and the connecting lines. Okay. Now, if you want to take a tour that how what did a data center looks like, you can just go to a virtual tour. Okay, it is a very good VR setup. Okay, this is basically how a data center looks like. First, you can enter the lobby inside the data center. You will go inside the lobby. Okay. Okay, now inside the lobby, you can see that there is many things. Okay, now this is the security, cloud security. It is all about access and who can come in and out, access controls and all. You can just go through it later on. And there are many things like operations room. You can enter the operations room also. That what are there in the operations room. It's taking time. Okay, you can just go through it. I don't know whether it's my internet connection or what, but yeah, you can go through this site. later after we complete the session. In this, you will get to know that which type of blades the Microsoft is using, all the virtual reality, that how a data center looks like. You can just go through this website and you can explore it. Okay. Now, let me come back to the PPT. Okay. I hope this concept is clear to all of you, that what is a data center and what are point of presence and all. Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good. Now, okay, now let's move forward. We have seen what is shared responsibility. Now let's see that what are the different types of cloud. Okay, what are the different types of cloud models? Okay, now there are, as you can see, that there are two types of cloud models. One is the deployment model and one is the service model. From the name, you can just get the overview about it, that what is deployment model, that the infrastructure that is used for the deployment. Okay, it is called the deployment model. Or the, and what is service model? The services that the cloud provides you for creating your own infrastructure. It is called the service model. Okay. Now, what are the types of service model? It is, I hope you have heard about it, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay. It is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Okay. These are the types of service model. Okay. In service model, what are you getting? You are getting the infrastructure from the cloud provider. Okay. Uh, okay. So yeah. So let's, what is infrastructure as a service? In infrastructure as a service, you get the access of the whole operating system, the application that you want to host, and the data that you want to show. Everything is managed by you. And what the Microsoft manages, it manages the server, storage, networking, and virtualization. This all is managed by Microsoft, and you have the access to choose your own operating system, to choose your own middlewares, to choose your own data. Okay, these are the things that you can select in infrastructure as a service. Now, what is platform as a service? In platform as a service, everything is handled by Microsoft, and you are just given a dashboard. Okay, what I mean by dashboard is that from where you can host your applications or the website that you want to host, just that dashboard is given to you. Wait a second. Okay. Okay, just that dashboard is given to you, and you can host your own application here, and nothing else is to be looked after by you. Okay, everything is managed by Microsoft. Okay, and what is software as a service? In software as a service, everything from A to Z, everything is managed by Microsoft. Example of this is Google Drive. Okay, in Google Drive, you don't need to manage anything. Everything is managed by Google. Okay. Okay, so this is the example of software as a service. Okay, as a user, you are just using the software that Google is providing you, and you don't need to look about anything else. Okay, so it is software as a service. In platform as a service, you are given a dashboard like thing in which you can host your application. If I give you an example, like if you are hosting your any website in any cloud, then it can be as platform as a service. Okay, why? Because everything is managed by Microsoft, and you are just hosting your website. Okay, so means you are just hosting your application. So this is platform as a service. And in infrastructure as a service, you can select your own operating system. You can select everything of your own, and the servers and everything is looked after by Microsoft. Okay. So this is what service model is. Okay, is this is this clear? What is service model? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now let's move forward. Okay, this is ASPAS and SAS, which we just talked about. Okay. Now we talked about what is service model. Okay. Now the second type of model was a deployment model. Deployment model means it provides the deployment services that you use while deploying your application. Okay. Now you can deploy your product in three types of models. Okay. It can be whether public cloud, private cloud, or it can be a hybrid cloud. Okay. Now, what is public cloud? In public cloud, you are given a common you are giving a common infrastructure in which general public can access and multiple organization can also access that infrastructure. Okay. Let me give you an example. For example, you can yeah, you can take an example of Google Drive, okay, or Microsoft OneDrive. Let's take an example of OneDrive. It's just like Google Drive only. Okay. Now here, what happens that multiple user can access this. Okay, multiple users can access this service. Yes. Okay, multiple users can access this service one time. Okay, it is same for all. Just what you need to do, you just need to create an account in it and you can start accessing all the features. Okay, so this is what it means by public cloud. In public cloud, you are given a common infrastructure in which multiple people can access and multiple people can use its features. Okay, so this is what is public cloud, and its example is Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, okay, Gmail also. These all are public clouds. Okay, this is not private to any one person or any one organization. It is publicly available. Okay. Now, next deployment model we are going to talk about is private cloud. Now, there can be some scenarios that there is some very confidential data, like in banking. Okay, if you take an example of banking, in banking there is very confidential data. Okay, so what is preferred that instead of storing your data in a common infrastructure, what you do, you just buy a infrastructure for you, or you rent out the whole infrastructure for your organization. Okay, in which only your own organization can access. Okay, no public access is allowed in this. Only a private access is allowed, where people from the same organization can only access this cloud. Okay, like in banking, the banking servers are managed in private cloud. Why? Because it requires greater security. Okay, why greater security? Because there are many transactions happening and all. So it is hosted in private cloud. Okay, to maintain the security. Okay, in public cloud also security is provided, but in private cloud the security is greater. Okay. Now, what are the okay? And here only a single organization is responsible for maintaining the service. Okay, as I told you, only a single organization who has bought this that service can access that cloud and yeah, and see the data and all. Okay. Now, next is hybrid cloud. Okay, what I mean by hybrid cloud is that it utilizes the function of both public as well as private cloud. Means in public cloud, if you have something a website which should be some part of that website should be publicly available and some part should not be publicly available. Okay, so what you will do, the public cloud you can host, sorry, the public part you can host it in the public cloud, and the private things, okay, like all the transaction related things and everything, you can host it in private cloud. Okay, where only the company who has the access, or the people who have access uh, can enter that cloud. Okay. Okay. So all the in this hybrid cloud, all the critical things are stored inside the private cloud, and all the non-critical things and all the general things are stored inside the public cloud. Okay. So this is what hybrid cloud is. Okay. Have you understand both types of models? Yes. What is service model? What is deployment model? Okay. Yes. Everybody be interactive. You are giving your time. You should learn something. Okay. Great. Okay. Now, what are the pillars of cloud? There are, we have talked about it: security, availability, reliability, and governance. Okay. It is easy. Okay. Now let's do some hands-on, or let's just first create an Azure account. Okay. To create an Azure account, what you will do? First, go to your browser. Go to your browser, search portal.azure.com. Okay. Okay, wait, let me just create an account for you. Okay, so this is the Azure site portal. This is the Azure portal, portal.azure.com. So when you click inside it, I have already logged in. Wait, let me log out. Just again. Okay, wait a second. Let me open it incognito. Oh no, wait a second. Okay, so you can see from here only. Okay, so here from here, azure.microsoft.com, you can create your own account for try. When you click on try Azure as for free, you will be redirected and you can sign up and you can create your own account. Okay, and when you create your first account, what happens that okay, so there are some free products which you can use from Microsoft. And okay, let me tell you that when you sign up as a new account, you get $200 credits. Okay, what are credits? We'll talk about it. Now, what you will get when you create your account, initially you will get $200 credits. Okay, now you when you get $200 credits, you can utilize that 200 credits for 30 days only. Okay, after that, after 30 days your credits will expire and you need to buy it. Okay, you need to buy your plan on your own. Okay. Okay, so you can create your account from here, and when you create your account, you will get $200 credit for free, and you need to use that within 30 days. If you don't use it, or if you use it after 30 days, those credit will expire. Okay. Okay, so you can create your account from here. Here the steps are given. You can click on start free, then enter your first name and enter the information, then create your account and all. Okay, so it is a pay-as-you-go model. You have to enter your debit card details and all. Okay. Okay. So when you create your account, okay, then you will have the option to sign in. Okay, you have the option to sign in, and you can sign in inside your Azure portal. And let me just sign in. Okay. So see, I have signed in inside my Azure portal, and this is how the Azure portal looks like. Okay, you would be familiar with Google Cloud Platform. Okay, now this is what Azure looks like. Okay, now here it is showing that I have 12,439 credits remaining. Okay, now if you want to see that how many credits you have and what is the subscriptions that you are using, you can just click on here on the subscription, and here it will show that what is the subscription name. Here it is my VS Enterprise subscription. When you log in with a free account, here it will be a free trial. Okay. Why in my it is showing like this? Because I am the student ambassador, so I am getting free credits from Microsoft, which I can use. So that's why it is showing like this inside me. Okay. When you log in with free account, it will show free trial. Okay. And current cost means how much cost I have currently utilized. Okay, so 49 rupees I have utilized, and yeah, my role is account admin and all. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can see how much the cost you have utilized and what is the subscription that you are using. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to the slide. Okay, so this is how the portal looks like. Okay. Now we have covered the basics about what is cloud computing, what are the different types of deployment models, and what is shared responsibility, what are the features of cloud computing. Okay, we have seen everything about this. Okay. Does anyone have any doubt till now in the basics of what is cloud computing and all? Yes or no? Okay, it's all clear. Yeah. So yeah, this was the basic about cloud. Now let's dive deeper into Azure. Okay. Now we will focus only on Microsoft Azure. Okay. Now what is Microsoft Azure? Okay. So I know you will be familiar about it. The Azure, it is a cloud platform provided by Microsoft. Okay. Which offers various cloud services such as resources for managing and storing data. Okay. So in simple terms, Microsoft Azure, it is just a cloud platform which is provided by Microsoft, and it provides you with various cloud services and also provides you with options of storing your data and managing your data resources. Okay, so this is what Azure is. And uh, yeah, Azure offers four different forms of cloud computing. One is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, and serverless functions. Okay, so what are the four different types of cloud computing that Azure provides? Is IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. You would be familiar. We have talked about it previously. Now, what is the one additional thing is serverless function. We will be talking it about further as we proceed. And you would be familiar. You would know what is IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay. Okay. Now, let us talk that why we should use Microsoft Azure only. Okay, Microsoft Azure provides you with security. Okay, a security uh, which is highly secure. Okay, next it has the best hybrid cloud solution. Okay, Microsoft Azure provides you with the best hybrid cloud solution, and it is cost effective. Okay, cost, what I mean by cost effective is it is value for your money and it gives you worth of the money that you are spending. Okay, and it is quick and adaptable. Okay, so these are the features why you should use Microsoft Azure. Okay, now let's talk about what are the certifications that Microsoft provides you. Okay, so there are basically four levels that you need to pass, or that there are four levels. Okay, first is the fundamental level, second is associate level, third is expert, and last is specialty level. Okay, it is specialty level is the top, and fundamentals is the beginner level. Okay. Okay, in fundamentals, you will get three different types, like the Azure Fundamentals, then Azure AI Fundamentals, and Azure Data Fundamentals. Okay, so in this, they will just tell you about that what are the different services related to AI or data analysis. Okay, which Azure provides you. Okay, so only the fundamentals are covered here, and the basics are covered here in these courses. Okay, and after that you can be eligible to give associate level exams and associate level certifications like Azure administrator, Azure developer, data scientist, data engineer, administrator, in security engineer, and data analysis. Okay, these all are associate level certifications. Okay, in associate level certification you should have a good knowledge and a good fundamentals of Microsoft Azure. Okay, next is the expert level. These two are the expert level certifications provided. And in expert level, you should be master of the fundamentals as well as the associate level certification, as well as, yeah, for passing the expert level, you should be good with the fundamentals and some advanced concepts which are covered in associate levels. Okay. Now the topmost level is the specialty. There are three specialty the certifications provided. Now, specialty means it is the topmost certification provided by Microsoft Azure, and after this, you are the means you know mostly everything about Microsoft Azure. Okay, so these are the courses provided by Microsoft Azure, and these courses are free to access. Okay, you can access all these courses for free. Just if you want the certification, you need to pay some price. And yeah, the knowledge you can gain, it is for free. But for the certification, you need to pay some price. Okay. Okay. So I hope uh, you got to know about what are Microsoft Azure certifications. And now let's move on to what are the core services which are provided by Microsoft Azure. Okay. Okay, so there are basically four types of core services. One is compute, second is storage, third is network, and fourth is security. Okay. Now let's talk about what is Azure Compute Services. Okay. Now, in simple terms, compute service means these are the on-demand services which you can which you can use to run your cloud-based application. Okay, means whether it is deployment, hosting, or management of the resources, or running of your application, everything is managed by your compute service. Okay, means these are the resources which are responsible uh, for running, hosting, management of your cloud-based applications. Okay, this is what compute services takes care of. Okay, now inside compute service there is different features like Azure Virtual Machine, then Azure App Service, and Azure Functions. Okay. Inside Azure Compute Service, there are three types of compute services. One is Azure Virtual Machine, second is Azure App Service, and third is Azure Function. Okay. So we will look into it one by one. Okay. So before learning learning about Azure Virtual Machine, let's talk about what is virtualization. Okay, because this is the main topic. If you need to understand what is virtualization. Okay, so let us see that what is virtualization. Okay, now virtualization means that you have a hardware, okay, or the physical machine. In virtualization, you have the physical machine. On top of this physical machine, you have an operating system. Okay, all machine have an operating system. On top of this machine, you have an operating system. Okay, now what happens in virtualization is that on top of this operating system, okay, on top of this operating system, you install a virtualization software. Okay, what you install? You install a virtualization. What you do? Wait. What you do? You install a virtualization software. Now, what is virtualization software? I am sure that you must have heard about what is VMware. VMware, okay. What is VMware? VMware is basically a virtualization software, okay, which helps you create virtual instances, okay, virtual machine instances, okay. Now you have a physical machine which has an operating system, and you have installed a virtualization software, okay. Example, virtual VMware, okay. Now, what does this virtualization software does? This creates a different uh, it creates different instances of. Okay, what it does, it creates the different instances of virtual machines. Okay, now what this software does it creates different instances of virtual machines. Now, in this virtual machine, what you can do, you can install your own operating system. Okay, हाँ ये थोड़ा जम्बल हो गई। Okay, so what happens in virtualization? Oh, sorry, it's OS. Okay, here the virtualization software creates different instances of virtual machine, and in the virtual machine, every virtual machine you can install your own operating system and host your application on top of this virtual machine. Okay, you can host your own application on top of this virtual machine. Okay, now this virtualization works on the concept of disk fragmentation. Okay. Okay. Virtualization works on the concept of disk fragmentation. What is the meaning of disk fragmentation? Is that if your physical machine is having a RAM of 16 GB, how much RAM? 16 GB. Okay. Now let's assume that your physical machine requires about 4 GB to run its current task. Okay. 4 GB to run its current task. What are the remaining? There are now 12 GB remaining. Okay, now what happens in disk fragmentation is that these 12 GB is divided into different virtual machines. Okay, like you can allocate this virtual machine 4 GB, 4 GB to this virtual machine. Okay, then 4 GB to this one and 4 GB to this one. Okay, so your whole 16 GB is utilized. Okay, so this is what disk fragmentation means जितना तुम्हारे फिजिकल मशीन के पास रिसोर्सेज है उतने ही रिसोर्सेज तुम अपने वर्चुअल मशीन को दे सकते हो। ठीक है, लाइक अगर यहाँ पे 16 GB रैम है तुम्हारे पास और 4 GB रैम तुम्हारे फिजिकल मशीन को रन करने के लिए चाहिए, तो बाकी के जो 12 GB है इट विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड और यू कैन एलोकेट देम टू डिफरेंट वर्चुअल मशीन्स, okay, according to the requirement. So this is what disk fragmentation is, and it cannot happen like your physical machine is of 16 GB and you are allocating your virtual machine a 32 GB of RAM. It is not possible. Okay, okay, it is not possible. Okay, so now what is the use of virtualization? Okay, what are the benefits of virtualization? Okay, as you can see here, it provides isolation. Okay, what I mean by isolation is that ये software is running on its own, this application is running on its own, and this application is running on its own. Okay, now I can host multiple application on a single machine. Okay, अब अगर मैं इसमें virtualization नहीं करता तो मैं क्या कर सकता था, एक ही एप्लीकेशन को अपनी फिजिकल मशीन पे होस्ट कर लेता, लेकिन इसमें क्या होता, मेरे रिसोर्सेज वेस्ट हो जाते हैं। ठीक है, तो मैंने क्या किया, एक वर्चुअलाइजेशन सॉफ्टवेयर से मैंने क्या किया, डिफरेंट वर्चुअल मशीन्स बनाए और सारे वर्चुअल मशीन्स को डिफरेंट रिसोर्सेज एलोकेट किया और सब में मैंने एक एक एप्लीकेशन होस्ट कर लिया मैंने। ठीक है, तो पहली चीज तो ये, इट प्रोवाइड्स यू आइसोलेशन। ओके, सेकेंड इज इट प्रोवाइड्स यू विद मल्टीपल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सपोर्ट। ओके, नाउ टेक एन एग्जांपल कि ये मेरा विंडोज का ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है। ठीक है, मेरे जो फिजिकल मशीन पे जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है वो विंडोज है। ठीक है, नाउ इफ आई वांट कि मेरा जो मेरे को अगर टेस्टिंग के लिए मेरा जो एप्लीकेशन है वो मेरे को लिनक्स के ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम पे रन करना है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, आई विल क्रिएट अ वर्चुअल मशीन और वो वर्चुअल मशीन पे मैं एक लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को मैं इंस्टॉल कर दूंगा एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट आई कैन टेस्ट माई सॉफ्टवेयर। ओके, आई कैन टेस्ट माई एप्लीकेशन। ओके, एंड आई कैन अब लिनक्स के भी बहुत सारे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वर्जन है, लाइक उबंटू हो गया, काली हो गया, काली लिनक्स हो गया। ओके, अब मेरे को सब में चेक करना है तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, अलग अलग वर्चुअल मशीन बना सकता हूँ। एक में मैंने उबंटू इंस्टॉल कर लिया, एक में काली लिनक्स इंस्टॉल कर लिया और दोनों में मैं अपना सॉफ्टवेयर रन करके देख रहा हूँ। ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या हो रहा है, मैं मल्टीपल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को रन कर सकता हूँ साइमल्टेनियसली। ठीक है, यहाँ पे मेरा उबंटू वाला चल रहा है, यहाँ पे मेरा काली लिनक्स का चल रहा है और यहाँ पे मेरा विंडोज का तो चल ही रहा है। ठीक है, सो दिस इज व्हाट आई मीन बाय वर्चुअलाइजेशन। और वर्चुअलाइजेशन का मतलब क्या होता है कि you create different virtual instances of your physical machine and it works on the concept of disk fragmentation. Okay, and you achieve it using different virtualization software like VMware और बहुत सारे. ठीक है, आई होप ये क्लियर हो गया होगा सबको कि व्हाट इज वर्चुअलाइजेशन. है ना, वर्चुअलाइजेशन समझ आया सबको क्या होता है वर्चुअलाइजेशन एंड ऑल. ठीक है, ओके गुड. ठीक है, तो दिस इज व्हाट आई मीन बाय वर्चुअलाइजेशन. ओके, नाउ अब हम आते हैं अजूर. ये तो था जनरल वर्चुअलाइजेशन की क्या होता है, तुम डिफरेंट वर्चुअल सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करके तुम कर सकते हो वर्चुअलाइजेशन. अब हम आते हैं अजूर के वर्चुअल मशीन पे विच इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय कंप्यूट सर्विस. कंप्यूट सर्विस हमें क्या प्रोवाइड करता है, अजूर वर्चुअल मशीन करके एक फीचर है जो प्रोवाइड करता है. अब इसमें क्या होता है, सेम इसमें कॉन्सेप्ट क्या होता है, वर्चुअलाइजेशन का कॉन्सेप्ट यूज होता है. सेम कॉन्सेप्ट किसका यूज होता है, वर्चुअलाइजेशन. बस इसमें डिफरेंस क्या होगा, कैन यू ऑल टेल मी. ये तो मैं क्या कर रहा था कि अपने पीसी पे ही, मतलब अपना जो फिजिकल मशीन था उसी पे मैं वर्चुअल मशीन बना रहा था, है ना. लेकिन अब अगर मैं अजूर का वर्चुअल मशीन यूज करूंगा तो मेरे को क्या फायदा मिलेगा, कैन एनीवन टेल. इट विल वर्क ओवर इंटरनेट. हाँ, वो तो इंटरनेट के ऊपर ही वर्क करेगा. एनीथिंग एल्स, व्हाट आर द फीचर दैट आई विल गेट. मेरे को फीचर क्या मिलेगा कि मतलब मैं अगर, हाँ स्केलेबिलिटी, गुड, इट कैन बी एक्सेस फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. हाँ, तो ये फीचर मिलता है. हाँ, कॉस्ट इफेक्टिवनेस. सो मेन फीचर क्या मिलता है तुम्हें, मैंने इसमें क्या कहा था कि इसमें क्या मिलता है तुम्हें, डिस्क फ्रेगमेंटेशन पे ही काम करता है. और इसमें रिसोर्सेज ऐसे तुम्हारे फिजिकल मशीन में 16 GB है तो तुम उतने ही एलोकेट कर पाओगे, है ना. लेकिन अब अजूर वर्चुअल मशीन क्या होगा, ये तुम्हारा जो वर्चुअल मशीन होंगे वो क्लाउड के ऊपर बनेंगे. अब तुम उसमें क्या कर सकते हो, तुम कितने भी रिसोर्सेज को एलोकेट कर सकते हो. ठीक है, कंपलसरी नहीं है कि तुम्हारे फिजिकल मशीन में होना चाहिए इतना, लेकिन तुम कितने भी एलोकेट कर सकते हो. समझ रहे हो क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं. ठीक है, लाइक इफ यू आर हैविंग अ मशीन ऑफ 8 GB. ठीक है, लेकिन अब तुमने क्या यूज किया, अजूर का वर्चुअल मशीन सर्विस यूज किया है. ठीक है, तो इसके थ्रू तुम क्या कर सकते हो, तुम अपने वर्चुअल मशीन को 16 GB 32 GB भी एलोकेट कर सकते हो. क्यों, क्योंकि क्लाउड के ऊपर रन कर रहा है. ठीक है, तो मेन फीचर ये हुआ, है ना, विच इज कॉल्ड, हाँ, ब्रॉड रेंज ऑफ सर्विसेज एंड स्केलेबिलिटी एक ऑप्शन रही, है ना, कि यू कैन स्केल योर रिसोर्सेज एज यू वांट. ठीक है, और सेकंड क्या हुआ, इट कैन बी एक्सेस फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. ओके, ये दो फंक्शनलिटी मेन है जो इसको डिफरेंट बनाती है जनरल वर्चुअलाइजेशन से. ठीक है, सो दिस इज व्हाट इज वर्चुअलाइजेशन. अब हम एक खुद से एक वर्चुअल मशीन इंस्टेंस क्रिएट करके देखते हैं कि अजूर में हम कैसे बनाएंगे वर्चुअल मशीन हमारा खुद का. ठीक है, ठीक है, एवरीवन फॉलोइंग. हाँ, दिख रहा है सबको, दिख रहा है सबको. यस, ठीक है. अब इसमें ये तुम्हारा डैशबोर्ड है. ठीक है, तुम जैसे ही लॉगिन करोगे ये तुम्हारा अजूर का पोर्टल खुलेगा. ठीक है, नाउ यू वांट टू क्रिएट अ वर्चुअल मशीन. सो यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन है वर्चुअल मशीन का, यू विल क्लिक ऑन इट. ठीक है, अब इसमें ये क्या है, वर्चुअल मशीन का डैशबोर्ड आया है. इसमें करंटली नो वर्चुअल मशीन टू डिस्प्ले, मतलब अभी तक मैंने कोई वर्चुअल मशीन होस्ट ही नहीं किया, अभी कोई वर्चुअल मशीन नहीं बनाई है. ठीक है, अभी तुम्हें वर्चुअल मशीन बनानी है तो यहाँ पे क्रिएट पे जाओ. और अभी सिंपलिसिटी के लिए हम सिर्फ क्रिएट अ अजूर वर्चुअल मशीन, ठीक है, नॉर्मल वर्चुअल मशीन बनाएंगे आप. ठीक है, तो ये वर्चुअल मशीन हमें क्रिएट करनी है. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा सब्सक्रिप्शन दिखाएगा, मेरा BS एंटरप्राइज सब्सक्रिप्शन है. एंड इन योर्स इट विल शो फ्री ट्रायल इफ यू आर साइनिंग इन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. ओके, नाउ इफ यू आर क्रिएटिंग एनी वर्चुअल मशीन, व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, यू नीड टू क्रिएट अ रिसोर्स ग्रुप. Now, what is resource group? Resource group means the resources that are required for your virtual machine to run. Okay, तो यहाँ पे तुम क्या कर सकते हो, डायरेक्ट क्रिएट न्यू रिसोर्स ग्रुप कर सकते हो और एंड यू कैन नेम इट एनीथिंग, कुछ भी नाम दे सकते हो. ठीक है, MLSA डेमो, MLSA डेमो. ओके, सो दिस इज द नेम आई हैव क्रिएटेड. एंड मेरे रिसोर्स ग्रुप मतलब जो भी रिसोर्सेज मेरे वर्चुअल मशीन को चाहिए होंगे उसका नाम क्या होगा, MLSA डेमो. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे मेरे को वर्चुअल मशीन का नेम डालना है. वर्चुअल मशीन का नेम क्या डालूं मैं, MLSA VM, okay, MLSA virtual machine, ठीक है. Now here, as I told you that there are many regions, okay, many regions that are available. अब यहाँ पे तुम क्या कर सकते हो, क्लोजेस्ट रीजन तुम सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो अपना, जो तुम्हारे तुमसे जो नियरेस्ट रीजन है, ठीक है. यू कैन सिलेक्ट द क्लोजेस्ट रीजन फ्रॉम हियर. एंड अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स मतलब हर, वेट अ सेकंड, ओके, हर रीजन में मल्टीपल जोन्स होता है. सॉरी, ये अवेलेबिलिटी ऑप्शन, ठीक है. अवेलेबिलिटी, हाँ, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑप्शन में अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स, ठीक है. इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि योर रिसोर्सेस विल बी होस्टेड ऑन डिफरेंट अवेलेबिलिटी जोन विच आर इनसाइड दिस रीजन. ओके, मतलब एक रीजन के अंदर बहुत सारी जोन्स होते हैं, ठीक है. तो फिर उसके अंदर मतलब मल्टीपल जोन्स में, अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स में तुम्हारा ये वर्चुअल मशीन होस्ट होगा. एंड यहाँ पे अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स अगर तुम्हें रखना है कि जैसे ये यूएस ईस्ट है मेरा रीजन, इसके अंदर क्या है, जोन 1, जोन 2, जोन 3, ये 3 टाइप के जोन है. तो अगर तुम्हें तीनों में होस्ट करना है देन यू कैन सिलेक्ट ऑल 3. लेकिन अभी करंटली एक में ही करते हैं, ठीक है. अभी करंटली एक में कर, जोन 1 में करना मुझे, ठीक है. नाउ सिक्योरिटी टाइप, लेट इट रिमेन बाय डिफॉल्ट. और यहाँ पे इमेज, इमेज मतलब कौन से टाइप का तुम्हें ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम चाहिए, ठीक है. जैसे यहाँ पे सी ऑल इमेजेस करोगे तो यहाँ पे सारे इमेजेस आएंगे, ठीक है. जैसे विंडोज का आ गया, उबंटू आ गया 24 LTS, उबंटू 20.04 LTS, विंडोज 10 का चाहिए तुम्हें, ठीक है. तो डिफरेंट टाइप के आ गए तुम्हारे पास इमेजेस. अब तुम कोई भी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो, जैसे मैंने 24.04 सिलेक्ट किया, ठीक है. तो ये हो गया. नेक्स्ट, साइज क्या होना चाहिए, यहाँ पे तुम साइज सिलेक्ट भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है. यहाँ पे डिफरेंट टाइप मतलब क्या, इसका किस पर्पस के लिए यूज होता है, ये सब जनरल पर्पस के लिए यूज होता है, ये कॉन्फिडेंशियल कंप्यूटेशन के लिए यूज होता है, ठीक है. और यहाँ पे कितने सीपीयू प्रोवाइड होंगे तुम्हें, जैसे यहाँ पे एक सीपीयू मिलेगा, यहाँ पे 2 सीपीयू मिलेंगे, कितना रैम मिलेगा तुम्हें, ठीक है. और कितने मैक्सिमम इनपुट आउटपुट पर सेकेंड परफॉर्म हो पाएंगे, ये सब मिलेगा तुम्हें, ठीक है. एंड यू कैन सिलेक्ट एनी वन ऑफ देम अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड्स. ओके, जैसे मैंने अभी सिलेक्ट किया, स्टैंडर्ड वाला सिलेक्ट किया मैंने. एक सीपीयू मिलेगा मुझे, 8 GB की रैम होगी. एंड इसका कॉस्ट देखो, यहाँ पे एक टेंटेटिव कॉस्ट आ गया जो मेरे को पर मंथ लगेगा. कितना पर मंथ, 6862 पर मंथ, अगर मैं इस वर्चुअल मशीन को कंटिन्यूअसली 1 महीने तक रन करता हूँ, ठीक है. तो मेरे को इतना कॉस्ट पड़ेगा, ठीक है, ये वर्चुअल मशीन को रन करने के लिए, ठीक है. बस आफ्टर दैट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव अकाउंट, यहाँ पे SSH पब्लिक की. अब इसका मतलब क्या होता है SSH का, मैं सिंपल टर्म्स में तुम्हें समझाऊं तो SSH मींस, इमेजिन ये तुम्हारा क्या है, ताला है. व्हाट इज दिस, दिस इज अ लॉक, ओके. इन दिस लॉक यू आर, ओके, इन दिस लॉक यू आर हैविंग, अरे यार, ओके, दिस इज द लॉक एंड दिस लॉक इज हैविंग टू, इस ये लॉक में 2 कीज आएंगी, ठीक है. मतलब ये लॉक को खोलने के लिए मुझे 2 की चाहिए होती है, ठीक है. अब माइक्रोसॉफ्ट क्या करता है, जैसे मैं कोई वर्चुअल मशीन बना रहा हूँ, तो क्या करता है, ये मेरे को एक SSH की प्रोवाइड करता है. SSH की क्या होता है, एक प्राइवेट की होता है जो मुझे मिलता है, मतलब जैसे मैं इसका ओनर हूँ तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा, प्राइवेट की मिलेगा, ठीक है. ओनर को क्या मिलता है, प्राइवेट की, ठीक है. व्हाट विल ओनर गेट, ओनर विल गेट द प्राइवेट की. एंड माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के पास एक इसका डुप्लीकेट होता है जिसको कहता है पब्लिक की. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट अपने पास क्या रखता है, पब्लिक की, ठीक है. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हैज इट्स पब्लिक की, मतलब पब्लिक की फॉर दिस वर्चुअल मशीन दैट आई एम होस्टिंग एंड आई हैव द प्राइवेट की, ठीक है. Now what happens when I want to log inside this virtual machine and I want to access my virtual machine, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं अपने प्राइवेट की, मतलब जो मेरे को SSH की मिला है वो की मैं इसमें डालूंगा. और क्या होगा, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट अपने पब्लिक की से मेरे प्राइवेट की को मैच करेगा, ठीक है. जो मैंने SSH की इसमें डाला है वो की मेरा माइक्रोसॉफ्ट की पब्लिक की से मैच होगा, ठीक है. अगर ये दोनों मैच होते हैं, जो मैंने प्राइवेट की एंटर किया वो मैच होता है विद द पब्लिक की दैट माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हैज विद अजूर, विच अजूर हैज, अगर ये दो मैच होता है देन क्या होगा, ये ताला खुल जाएगा एंड आई कैन एक्सेस द वर्चुअल मशीन दैट आई हैव, ओके. अगर if these two don't match then I will not be granted the access to access my virtual machine. समझ आ गया व्हाट इज एसएसएच इन सिंपल टर्म्स? कि एक लॉक होता है कि जिसमें तुम्हें क्या दिया होता है, एक प्राइवेट की दिया होता है विच इज एसएसएच, ठीक है, एंड माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इज हैविंग अ पब्लिक की। नाउ व्हेन यू वांट टू एक्सेस योर रिसोर्सेज, तुम क्या करोगे, तुम उसमें अपना एसएसएच की डालोगे। अब अगर तुम्हारा जो प्राइवेट की है वो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के पब्लिक की से मैच होता है, देन यू विल बी ग्रांटेड द एक्सेस। अगर ये मैच नहीं होगा तो तुम्हें एक्सेस डिनाई हो जाएगा, ठीक है। सो दिस इज वन टाइप ऑफ सिक्योरिटी दैट माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इज प्रोवाइडिंग, अजूर इज प्रोवाइडिंग, ठीक है। तो मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव अकाउंट थ्रू एसएसएच पब्लिक की, ठीक है। अब यूजर नेम क्या चाहिए मेरे को, अजूर अकाउंट, ये यूजर नेम अजूर यूजर, यही मैं यूजर नेम रख देता हूँ अपने वर्चुअल मशीन का, एंड की वैल्यू पे, ठीक है। ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज पब्लिक इनबाउंड ट्रैफिक? इनबाउंड पोर्ट रूल्स, मतलब ये तुम्हें नेटवर्किंग में सिखाया जाएगा कि इनबाउंड पब्लिक इनबाउंड पोर्ट्स मतलब जो भी कौन कहाँ से ट्रैफिक तुम्हारे वर्चुअल मशीन को एक्सेस कर सकता है, ठीक है। अगर तुमने यहाँ पे किया अलाउ सिलेक्टेड पोर्ट्स, ठीक है, तो एसएसएच के थ्रू पोर्ट नंबर 22 जो तुम्हारा एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पोर्ट होता है उसके थ्रू ही तुम एक्सेस कर पाओगे अपने वर्चुअल मशीन को, ठीक है। अगर तुम यहाँ पे नन करोगे तो कोई भी पब्लिक ट्रैफिक तुम्हारे वर्चुअल मशीन को एक्सेस कर पाएगी, ठीक है। सो दिस इज इनबाउंड रूल, डोंट डाइव डीपर इनटू इट, इट इज जस्ट यू विल लर्न अबाउट इट लेटर, ओके। बस अब ये मैंने बेसिक्स कर लिया है। यहाँ पे क्या कर सकते हो तुम, ओएस का डिस्क साइज, मतलब ये क्या है बेसिकली एसएसडी, ओके। एसएसडी कितनी चाहिए तुम्हारी वर्चुअल मशीन में, तुम यहाँ पे कॉन्फ़िगर कर सकते हो 32 GB, 1 TB, 2 TB, ठीक है। यू कैन कॉन्फ़िगर इट अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड्स, ओके। नेक्स्ट, नेटवर्किंग, सबनेट, virtual network, we will talk about it later, and this all let it be default, okay. Now management and all let it remain default, monitoring default and the advanced, ठीक है। नाउ व्हाट आर दीज टैग्स? टैग्स मतलब अगर तुम मल्टीपल वर्चुअल मशीन के इंस्टेंस क्रिएट कर रहे हो ना, तो व्हाट यू विल डू, यू विल जस्ट गिव देम सम टैग्स, ओके, सो दैट यू कैन नो दैट ये वर्चुअल मशीन क्यों बनाया था मैंने, मतलब टू सेपरेट डिफरेंट वर्चुअल मशीन, ठीक है। अभी तो मैं एक ही बना रहा हूँ तो इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी, ओके। नाउ जस्ट रिव्यू व्हाट यू हैव क्रिएटेड, it will review, okay. So here pricing has come 9.40 rupees per hour. If I run this virtual machine, that I will it will cost me 9.4 rupees per hour, ठीक है। Now these are the configuration, region US East है, and virtual architecture 64 bits है, ठीक है, and all SSH के through and all, ठीक है। Now when you hit on create, it will tell you to download your private key, okay। मैंने आपको बताया कि what is private key, so when you click here it will download a .pem file, pem, ठीक है, यहाँ पे डाउनलोड होगी pem file which is your ssh key or your private key, okay, this is your private key। now using this you can log into your virtual machine, ठीक है। अब इसके थ्रू कैसे करोगे बताता हूँ मैं। so my virtual machine has been deployed, it will take a few minutes, 1 minute approx। So it is deploying, my virtual machine is deploying। थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम ले रहा है बिकॉज मेरा मीट भी चल रहा है, वर्चुअल मशीन भी बन रहा है, तो इंटरनेट का थोड़ा इशू है। Okay, so my virtual machine has been deployed. Now when I go to resources, so it will show the status of, it will show my virtual machine, okay, कि current status इसका है running, my virtual machine is currently running, इसका operating system है Linux Ubuntu जो मैं select किया था, 8 GB RAM है इसमें और एक CPU मिलेगा इसमें, ठीक है। Now if you want to connect, मतलब virtual machine तो बना दिया, अब मैं इसमें enter कैसे करूँ? तो यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन है कनेक्ट का, ठीक है। व्हेन यू क्लिक हियर, यू क्लिक ऑन कनेक्ट, नाउ इट प्रोवाइड्स यू टू ऑप्शंस। वन इज you can just enter through using Azure command line interface, means through Azure portal only, and second is using the native SSH, मतलब लोकल मशीन के थ्रू तो इसे एक्सेस कर सकते हो, ठीक है। तो अभी हम ये देखते हैं हाउ टू एक्सेस इट थ्रू लोकल मशीन। तो मैंने ये सिलेक्ट किया SSH। नाउ हियर ये क्या बताएगा कि ठीक है, अब इसमें क्या करना है तुम्हें, यहाँ पे कमांड दे रखा है जो तुम अपने कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट में इंसर्ट करोगे, तो यू कैन एंटर योर वर्चुअल मशीन। बट उसके पहले तुम्हें क्या डालना है, अभी मैंने बताया था कि एक डॉट पेम फाइल जो मेरी प्राइवेट की है वो डाउनलोड हुई है ना। तो अब तुम्हें क्या करना होगा, ये जो डॉट पेम फाइल है, ओके, ये जो डॉट पेम फाइल डाउनलोड हुई थी ना, ओके, व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, यू जस्ट नीड टू कॉपी द पाथ ऑफ दिस, copy the path of this file and just paste here, just paste here, okay। what will happen, अब ये कमांड के अंदर ये पूरा डायरेक्टरी आ जाएगा, जो जब तुम अपने कमांड लाइन में पेस्ट करोगे ना, देन इट कैन डायरेक्टली एक्सेस दैट फाइल, ठीक है। मैंने ये कमांड कॉपी किया, कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पावर शेल रन एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, okay। Now this is my PowerShell. What I did, see, when I pasted my path inside here, जब मैंने अपना पाथ पेस्ट किया था यहाँ पे, तो क्या हुआ, ऑटोमेटिकली जो कमांड था उसमें मेरा क्या आ गया, मतलब वो फाइल का पाथ आ गया, ठीक है। नाउ व्हाट आई नीड टू डू, जस्ट कॉपी द पाथ फ्रॉम हियर एंड पेस्ट इट, एंड व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन एंटर, okay, click on yes that you need to access it, okay। Now you will enter your virtual machine. Okay. See, I have entered my virtual machine, Azure user at that MLSA virtual machine. This was the name of my virtual machine. Okay. Now I have entered my virtual machine. Now, अब मेरे virtual machine का operating system was Linux. Okay. So I can write any Linux command like क्या लिखूंगा, like ls के तो कोई डायरेक्टरी नहीं थी, ठीक है। लाइक आई कैन डू mkdir okay। Now if I do ls, see, abc करके एक डायरेक्टरी बन गई, मतलब सारे लिनक्स कमांड आई कैन एक्सेस थ्रू इट, एंड आई कैन एक्सेस माय वर्चुअल मशीन थ्रू दिस थ्रू दिस थ्रू दिस इंटरफेस, ओके। ओके, सो देखो कितना इजी था, इट वाज सो इजी टू क्रिएट अ वर्चुअल मशीन, ठीक है। नाउ व्हेन यू आर डन विथ योर वर्चुअल मशीन, व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, अब अब इसमें तुम्हें चार्जेस लग रहा है पर आवर, ठीक है, 9.5 रुपीज पर आवर लग रहा है तुम्हें। तो क्या करना है तुम्हें, एज सुन एज यू आर डन विथ योर वर्चुअल मशीन, व्हाट यू विल डू, you will just go inside the virtual machine, you will delete your, you can, what, there are two options, either you can pause your virtual machine, you can stop your virtual machine from here, or you can delete your virtual machine, ठीक है। Okay, if your work is done, then you can delete. If your work is remaining and you think that I will do it later, then you can just stop your virtual machine. Okay. So let me just delete this virtual machine. So stop it. Okay, so it has stopped. I think it was stopped. Okay, so my virtual machine has stopped and I can delete it now. Okay. Just delete here. Type here delete. Okay, and यहाँ पे delete. ठीक है, now this virtual machine will be deleted in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So I hope you understood that how you can create a virtual machine of your own in Azure. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, समझ आया सबको? ठीक है। अब इसमें you have created your virtual machine, ठीक है। अब हाँ, एक और चीज देखो, my virtual machine has been deleted. अब एक और चीज हमने क्या किया था, एक रिसोर्स ग्रुप बनाया था व्हेन आई वाज क्रिएटिंग माय वर्चुअल मशीन। स्टार्टिंग में उसने पूछा था रिसोर्स ग्रुप, तो यहाँ पे रिसोर्स ग्रुप में जाके मैं देखूंगा तो मैंने बनाया था एमएलएस डेमो करके एक रिसोर्स ग्रुप। रिसोर्स ग्रुप मतलब पब्लिक आईपी एड्रेस नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप वर्चुअल, मतलब एसएसएच की ऑल द थिंग्स या ऑल द रिसोर्सेज दैट आर रिक्वायर्ड टू रन योर वर्चुअल मशीन, वो सब ये रिसोर्स ग्रुप के अंदर कलेक्ट हो जाएगा। ठीक है, नाउ इफ यू डोंट रिक्वायर दिस रिसोर्स ग्रुप यू कैन डिलीट दिस ऑल्सो। ओके, देयर इज नो टेंशन, यू कैन डिलीट दिस रिसोर्स ग्रुप ऑल्सो। अगर तुम्हारा वर्चुअल मशीन का काम हो गया देन यू कैन डिलीट दिस। ठीक है, हो गया था देन आई विल डिलीट दिस रिसोर्स ग्रुप ऑल्सो। ओके, सो ये हो जाएगा डिलीट। ठीक ठीक है। So what I did, I created a virtual machine, did my work. Then I should remember that I am getting charged for everything I am using. Okay. So जैसे ही मेरा काम हुआ, what I did, I stopped my virtual machine. Okay. After that, I deleted it if I don't have any more work with it. Then what I did, I deleted the resources. Okay. I hope you all understand it. ठीक है। अब okay. Now what compute service provides, first thing was Azure virtual machine. We saw it. What is Azure virtual machine? We did a hands on it on it. Okay. Now what is the second service it provides? Compute service provides Azure app service. Okay. Now what I mean by Azure app service? Okay, so Azure app service means it provides. Okay, before that let me just ask you a question. Okay, अब ये जो मैंने वर्चुअल मशीन बनाया ना, ये किस टाइप का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है? इज इट आस पास और सास? इज इट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज सर्विस, प्लेटफॉर्म एज सर्विस और सॉफ्टवेयर एज सर्विस? वेट, लेट मी जस्ट ओपन द डायग्राम। ओके, अभी डायग्राम में तुम मेरे को देख के बताओ कि इज इट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज सर्विस, प्लेटफॉर्म एज सर्विस और सॉफ्टवेयर एज सर्विस? जो वर्चुअल मशीन मैंने क्रिएट किया वो किस टाइप का सर्विस होना चाहिए? ओके, राजा, ओके, why infrastructure as a service? If you can tell them, if you can type quickly. Others, are you all sleeping? Just two of them are interacting. Why my virtual machine? Are you saying that it is an infrastructure as a service or software as a service?
बाकी लोगों को लगता है थोड़ी थोड़ी नींद आ रही है, चाय पीनी पड़ेगी। एक चाय पी लो, चाय।
Come on, everyone. Okay, because it provides virtualized computing. Okay. तो वर्चुअलाइजेशन कंप्यूटिंग तो इसमें भी प्रोवाइड हो रही है, पास में भी प्रोवाइड होती है, फिर सॉफ्टवेयर एज सर्विस में भी प्रोवाइड होता है ना वर्चुअलाइजेशन, तीनों में प्रोवाइड होता है। ओके, सो लेट मी टेल यू। अब देखो, हमने देखा था कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज सर्विस में क्या होता है, हमें पूरा कंट्रोल रहता है हमें कौन सा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम यूज करना है, कौन सा रन टाइम, कौन सा एप्लीकेशन। ठीक है, तो हमने सेम चीज किया ना वर्चुअल मशीन में। हमने क्या किया, खुद का एक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सिलेक्ट किया था। ठीक है ना, कौन सा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम यूज करना है, कौन सा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम की इमेज यूज करनी है, ये हमने सिलेक्ट किया था। ठीक है, फिर हमें क्या डेटा उस पर होस्ट करना है ये भी हम कर सकते हैं वर्चुअल मशीन पे। ठीक है ना, तो हमने क्या किया, पूरा ये इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज सर्विस का मॉडल यूज किया ना हमने। खुद को ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बनाया, देन रन टाइम भी क्रिएट किया, फिर ऑल द कॉन्फ़िगरेशन भी हमने खुद से की पूरी, है ना। तो योर वर्चुअल मशीन इज अ टाइप ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज सर्विस। ओके एवरीवन, समझ आया व्हाई इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज सर्विस? यस, ओके, now let us continue. Okay, now let us continue with. Okay, now we were in Azure App Services. Okay, now what does Azure App Service do? It is a platform as a service. Why? Because it provides you services to host or deploy your backends and RESTful APIs. Okay, Azure Service क्या Azure App Service क्या करता है, तुम्हें तुम्हें क्या करता है, तुम्हारे एप्लीकेशन या फिर कोई भी तुम्हारा एपीआईज है, इनको डिप्लॉय करने के लिए तुम्हें एक प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करता है, अजूर ऐप सर्विस। ठीक है, अब इसका एक हम डेमो भी देख लेते हैं, हाउ कैन बी यूज अजूर ऐप सर्विस। व्हेन यू गो ऑन होम, ओके, you can select app service from here also, or you can just search. Uh, okay, so just click on it. Okay, or you can wait, or you can just click here, create a resource, and you can go to web app. ठीक है, ओके। नाउ इसमें भी सेम चीज है, सब्सक्रिप्शन दिखाएगा, फिर रिसोर्स ग्रुप जो हमें क्रिएट करना है हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। जैसे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, ऐप सर्विस, MLSA, ओके, MLSA ऐप सर्विस। ठीक है, मतलब दिस इज द नेम ऑफ माई रिसोर्स ग्रुप। अब मेरे वेब का नाम क्या है, मतलब मेरे एप्लीकेशन का नाम क्या है, जैसे रिसोर्स डेमो दे देता हूँ। ठीक है, अब डेमो इज नॉट अवेलेबल। ठीक है, तो क्या बोलता है, एमएलएस डेमो। ठीक है, नाउ आई कैन पब्लिक इट, ओके, रन टाइम स्टैक, रीजन यू कैन सिलेक्ट एनी रीजन विच इज क्लोजेस्ट टू यू। आई विल इसको डिफॉल्ट ही रहने देता हूँ। ठीक है, ओके, okay, now next, if you want any database, then you can click here for creating database. I don't have any website currently, so it is not required. Okay, and from here also, this is the deployment settings and all. Next, you can just check. This is enable public access. This if you turn it off, then your website will not be publicly available. Okay, but I want it to be publicly available. Okay, so I will just turn it on, and then just बाकी सारी सेटिंग्स को डिफॉल्ट रहने देंगे। बाकी सब डिफॉल्ट टैग्स नॉट नाउ। ओके, फॉर्म वैलिडेशन एंड बेसिक टैब क्या हुआ इसमें। ओके, सो आई हैव नॉट सिलेक्टेड द रन टाइम स्टैक। ओके, सो व्हाट दिस मीन रन टाइम स्टैक, कि मतलब मैं अभी क्या कर रहा हूँ, अपनी वेबसाइट होस्ट कर रहा हूँ ना, तो मेरे वेबसाइट का टेक स्टैक क्या है, मतलब मैं जावा पे होस्ट कर रहा हूँ, .NET पे होस्ट कर रहा हूँ, और पाइथन। ओके, तो करंटली अगर मैं नोड जेएस सिलेक्ट करता हूँ तो नोड पे है मेरा स्टैक। ठीक है, ना वापस अगर मैं करता हूँ रिव्यू एंड क्रिएट, एस्टिमेटेड प्राइसिंग क्या है इसकी, 3717 रुपीज पर मंथ, अगर मैं इसको डिप्लॉय करता हूँ क्लाउड पर। ठीक है, दीज ऑल आर द डिटेल्स। व्हेन आई क्लिक ऑन क्रिएट, टेक सम टाइम टू क्रिएट। So my web application is being deployed, and okay, okay, so my application has been deployed. Okay, now when I go to resources, कि जो मैंने डिप्लॉय किया, अपने रिसोर्स पे जाता हूँ। ठीक है सर, Why is it taking so much time? I think it's YouTube net. Uh, just a second. Okay, so you can see here that my application has been deployed, and see, this is the domain. If I click here, so it will redirect me to template. Okay, मतलब ये मेरे नाउ मैं अब क्या मैंने इसमें कोई कोड पेस्ट मैंने क्या कोड मैंने अपलोड किया था नहीं किया था तो ऑब्वियसली कोई वेबसाइट होगी नहीं इसमें। तो अभी क्या किया माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने एक प्लेस होल्डर वेबसाइट मेरे को दे दिया, एक स्टैटिक वेबसाइट दे दिया जो कि नोड जेएस पे रन करेगी। ठीक है, अब अगर मेरे को अपनी खुद की वेबसाइट डालनी है तो इस बहुत सिंपल स्टेप्स है। यू कैन ओपन योर विजुअल स्टूडियो। ठीक है, उसमें एक एक्सटेंशन आता है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट अजूर से कनेक्ट करने का। यू कैन कनेक्ट टू योर अकाउंट एंड यू कैन डिप्लॉय योर कोड in Microsoft Azure. Okay, it is very simple step. Okay, I will not show you it here, but it is really simple. ठीक है, you can explore it later. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे तुम्हें you have hosted your website and you have got the domain. ठीक है, where your website is hosted. ठीक है, now अब तुम्हें समझ आया कि why it is called platform as a service? Yes or no? Did I select any type of operating system here? Did I select any middleware? कुछ भी select किया मैंने इसमें? Did I select anything? Yes or no? Did I select the type of operating system I want, the configuration? Did I select here? No, I didn't select anything. Okay. मुझे क्या करना है बस एप्लीकेशन एंड डेटा। ठीक है, मैं क्या करूंगा मेरा एप्लीकेशन होस्ट करूंगा और एप्लीकेशन से रिलेटेड डेटा होस्ट करूंगा। ठीक है ना, तो इसलिए दिस इज कॉल्ड प्लेटफॉर्म एज अ सर्विस। ये क्या है? Azure App Service, it is a platform as a service. Why? Because I have explained it to you. ठीक है, you just need to upload your application and the data that you need to show to the customer, and everything is managed by the Microsoft. ठीक है, आई होप दिस इज क्रिस्टल क्लियर। ठीक है, मतलब समझ गया। ठीक, नाउ अब हमने एक और चीज देखी
हेलो
थी। हाँ,
हेलो सर, आई हैव अ डाउट।
कौन? वेट वेट, यस
हेलो
यस, व्हाट्सअप?
सर, मेरे को जो डाउट है ना वो मेरे को ऑडियंस से है, तो
क्या?
ऑडियंस जवाब देगी?
हाँ, चैट पे करेंगे।
नो, अरे मैं उनसे पूछूंगा सर, ऑडियंस जवाब देंगे? मेरे को ऑडियंस से डाउट है। हाँ, मेरे को लगता है बाकी के ऑडियंस हो गए हैं। क्या सबको नींद आ रही क्या? एज्योर सीखना नहीं किसी को? नो नो, अच्छा नींद आ रही है, नहीं आ रही नींद, अच्छा कोई नहीं, चलो। तो मेरे को ये डाउट है कि एज्योर हम क्यों यूज करते हैं, मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा।
अजूर क्लाउड।
कोई मेरे को बता सकता?
ओके
ऑडियंस है,
ओके ओके।
ऑडियंस है। लुक्स मोर यूजर फ्रेंडली। अरे बट यूज क्यों करना है? यूजर फ्रेंडली तो है पर क्या है वो? हैज नेम ऑफ माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, वाह, बहुत ही सही है भाई। आदि, आदि कौन है? नाम क्या है पूरा? और क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, अच्छा, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के लिए यूज होता है। तो अभी तक कोई मेरे को क्या, इट्स बेसिकली फॉर क्लाउड स्टोरेज सिमिलर एज एडब्ल्यूएस। ये एडब्ल्यूएस क्या होता है पर? फॉर होस्टिंग और डेवलपमेंट, ओके, स्केलेबिलिटी, वेब एप्स। तो मतलब cloud computing platform that offers service and resource for building, running and managing applications. ओके, तो अच्छा, तो इससे मेरे को ये समझ आया कि क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के लिए यूज होता है, जैसे गूगल ड्राइव है। क्या ये गूगल ड्राइव ही है? यस, नो? ये चैट जीपीटी से उठा के कौन लगा रहा है? स्केलेबिलिटी, सिक्योरिटी, ग्लोबल रीच, cost efficiency, integration, reliability. These are the core reasons why Microsoft. अच्छा, उससे ज्यादा है।
देखो
वही चैट जीपीटी की लग रहा है। वही
देखो
वही।
मैंने बहुत बार
तो
देखा,
चलो।
मतलब मेरे को भी स्टार्टिंग में ये कंफ्यूजन था कि बहुत सारे बोलते हैं कि गूगल ड्राइव क्लाउड है, ठीक है। अगर तुम गूगल की बात करो गूगल में, कि गूगल ड्राइव एक क्लाउड है, ठीक है। गूगल ड्राइव क्लाउड है, नो डाउट, बट इट इज अ सर्विस प्रोवाइड बाय द क्लाउड, ठीक है। गूगल क्लाउड प्लेटफॉर्म है जो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर है, गूगल ड्राइव इज वन ऑफ द सर्विसेज, ठीक है ना। ऐसी बहुत सारी सर्विसेज है जो गूगल प्रोवाइड करता है, ये सीन है।
ओके, मेरा डाउट तो क्लियर हो गया है। थैंक यू ऑडियंस मेरा डाउट क्लियर करने के लिए।
ठीक है, तो मजा आ रहा है सबसे पहले सबको,
ओके
अभी
अरमान सर,
ये
आप
इवेंट में
कंटिन्यू कर सकते
कुछ नया सीखने को मिल रहा है सबको, है ना। मतलब देखो मैं प्रैक्टिकल करके भी बता रहा हूँ, तो मैं समझा भी रहा हूँ, किसी को कुछ भी डाउट है देन आस्क मी, ठीक है। नाउ लेट्स कंटिन्यू। ठीक है, तो हमने क्या क्या समझा अभी। कंप्यूट सर्विस में क्या समझा, वर्चुअलाइजेशन होता है यूजिंग अजूर वर्चुअल मशीन, एंड क्या होता है, अजूर ऐप सर्विस यूज करता है विच इज अ पास प्लेटफॉर्म एज अ सर्विस, ठीक है। क्यों होता है, कैसे होता है, ये सब बता दिया, ठीक है। नाउ नेक्स्ट हमने ये भी पढ़ा था, ये कहाँ से आया? ओके, इंग्लिश इंग्लिश okay okay, so now the third thing that compute service provide is Azure's functions, okay, which is serverless. Now what we mean by serverless is, it doesn't mean that there is no server at all, okay. If there is no server, then there is no need of cloud computing, okay. Serverless means that the server is abstracted from the user, ठीक है। abstraction, I hope you all know about what is abstraction, it is hidden, okay. So what happens here, that it creates an environment in which the uh, customer is allowed to run its application on the cloud, and all the infrastructure is hidden, ठीक है। all the servers and everything is hidden, and उसके बारे में सोचने की कोई जरूरत नहीं, okay. So what happens in Azure functions, मतलब serverless function, where you can use it, like if you want to host a block of code, means if you want to host different functions, okay, अगर तुम्हें block of codes अलग अलग से करना है functions, जैसे अगर मेरा एक block of code है जो मेरा virtual machine create कर रहा है, ठीक है। अगर मेरे को वो host करना है तो मैं क्या यूज कर सकता हूँ, Azure function यूज कर सकता हूँ, ठीक है। इफ आई वांट टू होस्ट डिफरेंट ब्लॉक्स ऑफ कोड्स, मतलब जैसे वर्चुअल मशीन के लिए अलग, स्टोरेज के लिए अलग मेरे को कोड होस्ट करना है, देन आई कैन यूज द फीचर ऑफ कंप्यूट सर्विस विच इज अजूर फंक्शंस, okay. Now what is the advantages of this, that it requires no administration, okay. Why? Because the server is abstracted, okay. Second is that it provides auto scaling, ठीक है। मतलब as your function requires the, means if you have hosted a function, as the resources it requires, it will allocate the resources, okay. You don't need to allocate a resource on your own, okay. It will Azure function will allocate the resource as per the needs, okay. And then it is pay as you go, as you use the resource you need to pay, okay. Azure functions समझ आ गया, okay, is it clear? Okay. Okay, now we have done the hands-on of virtualization and also Azure App Service. Okay, now let's move forward to Azure Storage Service. Okay, now we have seen. Wait. Now here I told you that there are Azure core services. We have seen the compute services, in which there was virtual machine, then Azure App Service and serverless functions. Okay. Now next we'll move on to storage service. Because storage. Okay. What is Azure Storage Service? It is Azure Storage Service allows you to store your data and retrieve your data through the cloud. Okay, मतलब it allows you to, if you want to store any file or anything, or a text file, image, or videos, you can store it in the cloud directly. Okay. Now, first thing is in Azure Storage Service, first type of storage is Azure Blob Storage. Okay. Now you can just think that Azure Blob Storage is similar to that of Google Drive. Okay. Why? Because Azure Blob Storage, it is required to store large amount of unstructured data such as text or binary data. You all know what is text data. Okay, text data, I hope you all know. What is binary data? Binary data means all the image file, all the video files, these are all a type of binary data. ठीक है ना? So Azure Blob Storage is used to store these types of data, all the unstructured data like text and binary data. Okay. Okay, these things you can do. Okay. Now, how you can create a blob storage? Let me tell you that also. Doing a practical. Okay, इसको delete कर दूंगा मैं. Okay, so first let me delete my app service. Okay, it doesn't charge me. Okay, so I have deleted my app service, so it is obviously it will not be found. Yeah, if I refresh, it is deleted. Okay. Now, what were we talking about? We were talking about blob storage. Okay. Now, if you want to access any type of storage, now you need to create a storage account for that. Okay. That many different types of storage. Okay. We will learn about each one. So first one is blob storage. Okay. Now, blob storage, it is a type of storage. Then I need to create a storage account. Okay. Now, just create a storage account. Storage account means the account by which you will access that storage feature. Okay. Yeah. See, you can use your previous resource group only. Okay. Like I had created MLSA app karke resource previously. So I can create, select this resource only for now. Okay. If you want to create new, you can create new too. Okay. Now storage account name. Arman, the lowercase. Okay. Arman. Aha. Arman MLSA. Okay. So this is my account name. Now the region, you all know what is the region. Primary service. Don't select it currently because we will be accessing blob also, means all the different types of storages. So don't select any one of them. Okay. And yeah, just go to next, the next. And see, now if you are creating a storage, it will require network access. If you want your storage account to be publicly accessible, what you will do? Enable public access from all networks. Okay, if you want to make it private, then you can make it private too. Okay? So you can just go review. Okay, and see, now I have, you just review it and create. it is being created, it is being deployed. What is being deployed? My storage account, okay? Because I want to show you how blob storage work now. So if you are using any storage, then storage feature of Microsoft Azure, then you need to first create the account for it, storage account. Okay, it is being deployed. Storage account बन रहा है. Okay. Now my storage account has been created. Now I will go to resource. Now what I have done now, I have just created my storage account through which I will access different storage features. Okay. Now what I will do, storage browser. See, Azure has 4 type of different storages. First is blob, second is file share, third is table, and fourth is queues. है ना, ठीक है? What I was teaching you, I was telling you about blob storage. ठीक है? Now let's click on blob. Okay. Logs. किस रूप में अभी? See. Wait a second. Okay, now what you have done, I went into creating a blob storage. Now what you will do, you will add a container. What I mean by container is a folder where you will keep all your images or all your files. Okay, so you need to create a container. It means a folder only. Okay. My container. I have named it container, and when I click on create, here a folder name container will be created. See, it is created. Container means just a folder. Now, when I go inside this folder, now I can upload whatever I want. I can upload a directory. I can upload any file. So let me upload a file. Okay, let me upload from my local desktop. Downloads. No, not this one. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So when I click on upload, this will be uploaded in the cloud storage. Okay. See, this is uploaded in the cloud storage. When I click here, see, I am getting a URL. Now, when I paste this URL inside the browser, okay. See, when I paste this URL inside the browser, it cannot be accessed. Why? Because it has a private permission. Okay. Now, if I want to change this permission, what I have to do? You can just go on overview. Okay, here, see. See, here anonymous access is disabled. Okay, means not everyone can access it. Okay, so what I will do, I will just enable it. Anonymous access is enabled, and I will save the changes. Okay, I have saved the changes. Anonymous access is enabled. Now I will again go to my storage browser. Now I had created a blob container. I will go into blob container, then inside the folder, and this. So I will get the URL and all the details about it. I will again copy it. I will again paste it. And why is it not happening? Changes save. Wait. Let me just. Why is it disabled? Let me refresh it. Okay. Okay, so it has been enabled now. Now it will, I think it should work. Okay. It takes some time to change the access. Now again, go to the container. Go to the resource, copy the URL. I hope it will work now. Why it is not working? Again, now storage. Oh, resource not found. Wait, let me delete it. Delete this resource and Let me upload again another source. Okay. Let me upload another source. Uh, I think there is problem with access. Okay, so I think you would have understood that what is the overview about it. Okay, what it does, just like Google Drive, it lets you store all the files and everything, all the files, videos, and all the any document you require. It lets you store inside it, and what it will give you, it will give you a URL. Okay, now using that URL, you can share that URL and make your resource publicly accessible to. Okay, understood what is blob storage? Yes. Yes. Everyone, are you sleeping? Yes or no? सब सो रहे क्या? ठीक है. Blob storage, it's just like you can take a, you can just compare it with Google Drive. It is not exactly like Google Drive, but you can just compare it. Like it lets you store your images and all of things, all the documents on the cloud. And as you store it, you can make it publicly accessible through URLs and all. ठीक है? It is all about blob storage. ठीक है? Now let's talk about what is Azure file storage. Blob storage. Let me delete it. Let me delete my blob storage. See, it's important that whenever you are using any cloud service, no, you, whenever you create it and you think that it is no longer required, just delete it at the moment. Okay, because if I don't remember it after some time, that what will happen, it will just pile upon and my cost will means it will just cost me a lot. Okay, so that's why as your work is done, just delete the resources and delete everything. Okay, storage. So I deleted the account storage only. Okay, so now you are all are familiar with blob storage. Okay, now let's talk about what is Azure file storage. Okay, Azure file storage are suitable choice when there is no need for a shared drive connecting multiple servers or user. Okay, now what does Azure file storage lets you do? It lets you store your files in the cloud. Now you will ask that how is it different from the Azure blob storage? Yes or no? You would be having doubt that yeah, blob storage was also letting me do the same thing. Then what is the need of file storage? Yes or no? Are you having doubt about this or no? ब्लॉक स्टोरेज में क्या कर रहे थे हम लोग? सिर्फ अपने फाइल्स और सब इमेजेस जो भी था हम सबको अपलोड कर रहे थे और पब्लिकली एक्सेस करने के लिए यूआरएल था. अब मैंने क्या बोला, फाइल स्टोरेज भी क्या करता है, इट लेट्स यू अपलोड योर फाइल्स टू द क्लाउड. ठीक है, नाउ सेम चीज तो ब्लॉक स्टोरेज कर रहा था. यस और नो? यस और नो? इज एवरीबॉडी स्लीपिंग और व्हाट? हैविंग लंच? See, only few minutes left. See, you are attending this session and I'm sure that you are gaining a lot of knowledge. Okay, because बहुत मैंने भी मतलब ये आपको बता रहा हूँ तो I have also done some research and I am also teaching you. Okay, so I hope you take the most out of it. ठीक है, because cloud computing uh, it is one of the topmost career. Okay, which you can pursue. है ना, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के लिए मतलब बहुत मतलब अच्छा हाई पेइंग जॉब्स होती है क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के लिए, क्लाउड इंजीनियर्स के लिए एंड ऑल. ठीक है, बिकॉज एवरीवेयर यू गो हर जगह क्लाउड यूज होता है, ठीक है। सो दैट्स ठीक है। नाउ ठीक है, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस यू वुड बी वंडरिंग। सो लेट मी जस्ट गिव यू अ डेमो ऑफ अजूर फाइल स्टोरेज एंड यू टेल मी दैट व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस। ठीक है, लेट मी जस्ट गिव यू अ डेमो। ठीक है। इसमें भी सेम चीज करनी होगी। व्हाट आई एम एक्सेसिंग अ स्टोरेज फीचर, सो आई नीड टू क्रिएट अ स्टोरेज अकाउंट। ठीक है, वो लास्ट आई डिलीटेड इट बाय मिस्टेक, तो इससे डिलीट हो गया था, तो वापस बना देता हूँ। Yeah, I will be sending it, Manas. I will be sending it once this session is over. I will be sending with all of you. Okay. You can visit to this site. Okay, you can visit to this website. Wait, let me pause it. You can just visit to this website. Okay. Okay. Now I have created a storage account of my name. Then region, you all know how to do it. Don't select it because I can access multiple storage facilities from this account. ठीक है, सब बता रखा है। Okay, next. Okay, next, networking, enable public access for all networks. Next, enable support for customer managed keys, holdups. Next, okay. Okay, so I've created my account. This step you would be knowing, okay? Okay, so my storage account is being created. Okay. Now what I will do, I will now go to the resource and storage browser. Okay. Now I have seen blob container, how to create a blob container and how to upload file. Now what I am seeing file shares. Okay. Now what you will do, you will add a file share. You can name your file share anything. Arman FS. ठीक है. And maximum input output per second 20,000 and maximum capacity is equal to 100 terabytes. Okay. You can change it once you create. Okay. That's nothing. Okay. See, now validation is passed. Now I will just create it. Okay, I have created my file share. Okay. Now what can I do? I can upload a file here. Okay. And wait a second. What can I do? I can upload a file here. And what does file sharing allow you to do? See, as the name suggests, file sharing. It allows you to share the file and access that file locally and edit that file. Okay, what I mean is that if I am uploading some file here, okay, in my file share, agar I am uploading any text file or anything, ठीक है? अब what happens that if I connect my virtual machine with the file share, what happens that I can download the files on my local computer, change in that file, and also and that changes will be reflected in the cloud itself. Let me just give you a demo if you didn't understood. Let me create a virtual machine. Okay. Using file share, you can just access the cloud files. You can edit it and you can save it again in the cloud. क्या हो रहा है? Okay, so here let me create a virtual machine really fast. Okay, so let me create a different type of virtual machine. ठीक है? Okay, virtual machine name, then so and so on. Now let me take an image of Windows operating system. ठीक है? Now I will take an image of Windows operating system. It is asking me administrative account username. Arman, password should be, I'm not telling you. ठीक है? Sorry.
सर पासवर्ड तो हमें बताना चाहिए आपको.
नहीं, when you create your own virtual machine, you can you will know your own password. No need to see my password. Okay. So see here, you have created, means I have used the resource group here. Okay. Now I have created a virtual machine name, then zone. These all things I have told you earlier. Now what I am doing here different is that I am creating a Windows virtual machine. Okay. You can create any virtual machine, but I am for difference. Previously we did it with Linux virtual machine. Now I will be creating a Windows virtual machine. Okay. Now okay, sab ho gaya. Now see here, there is a option that select inbound ports RDP. RDP का मतलब क्या होता है? Remote desktop protocol. ठीक है? Now you would have seen that when I had accessed my Linux virtual machine. ठीक है? Was there any type of graphical UI of Linux? क्या उसमें कोई ग्राफिक था लिनक्स का, या आई वॉज एक्सेसिंग इट थ्रू कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट? मैं कैसे एक्सेस कर रहा था? या थ्रू SSH, आई वॉज एक्सेसिंग इट थ्रू SSH, बट थ्रू व्हाट? थ्रू पावर शेल. नो, क्या मेरे पास कोई यूआई था उसमें? या कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट, या यू कैन से पावर शेल. ठीक है? देयर वाज नो यूआई. व्हाई देयर वाज नो यूआई? बिकॉज फॉर लिनक्स इमेजेस देयर इज नो रिमोट डेस्कटॉप प्रोटोकॉल. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? रिमोट डेस्कटॉप प्रोटोकॉल क्या करता है? इट अलाउज यू, चलो ये करके बता देता हूँ. रिमोट डेस्कटॉप प्रोटोकॉल, इसके थ्रू तुम क्या कर सकते हो? ग्राफिकल, you can access the graphical interface of that particular operating system if you use RDP. Okay, ठीक है? Now when I click on create, review and create. Okay, here वापस से pricing, I've got the pricing. Okay, now next I will click on create my virtual machine. So my virtual machine has been created. ठीक है? Last time what I did, I used SSH, ठीक है, for authentication. Okay, and I use command prompt. Why? Because in Linux there is no option of RDP. Okay, remote desktop protocol. There is no option to access it. So you can access the Linux virtual machine through your command prompt only. Okay, and using SSH. Now just see that how I am accessing my Windows virtual machine. Okay, let it create first. It is being deployed, my virtual machine. It is taking a lot of time. Till then, if anyone has any doubt, you can ask. किसी को कुछ भी doubt है? कुछ भी doubt till now? Any doubts? No. Okay, now my virtual machine has been created. Now what I will do? I will go to my virtual machine. See, it is status running, operating system Windows है. ठीक है? Size क्या है? 1 CPU and 8 GB RAM memory. ठीक है? Now what I will do, now what I want to do, I want to connect my and I want to go inside my virtual machine. Previously I had my SSH, है ना? Here I don't have SSH. So what I will do, I will go on connect. See, यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है? Native RDP का option आ रहा है. Yes or no? What it will do? I will click on download RDP file. ठीक है, keep it. I will click on download RDP file, and when I click on it, okay, it will ask me to connect to my remote desktop connection. Okay, मतलब RDP protocol इसमें start हो जाएगा. I will connect it. It will ask my password. उसे password वंशम ने कहा था ना, बता नहीं रही हूँ. I'll type that password. Okay. Now when I click on yes, see what will happen. See what is happening. See what happened. I went inside my virtual machine with full graphics. Okay, means I am getting I am accessing it through remote desktop connection using RDP protocol. Okay, yes or no? Do you understand what is the difference between both? Now I can move out of also of my virtual machine. Oh, your Teams का. Okay, do you get the difference? Where is my virtual machine? Okay, so this is my virtual machine. Now, whenever I require, I can do anything here and it will not affect my physical machine. Okay, this is a virtual machine only. Okay. Now, what were we? We were on file sharing. Okay. Now for file sharing. Okay. Now I have created a file sharing directory. ये मैंने क्या किया इसमें? Arman FS करके मैंने एक file sharing बनाया था. Yes or no? ठीक है. Now what I want to do? I want everyone to collaborate in this file sharing. Okay, means anyone can, means my organizers, means my colleagues can be able to upload files in it. Okay, they can be able to edit the files in it. I want it like that. Okay, so how can I do it? Okay, so how can I do it? What you need to do, just go inside your file sharing. Oh, sorry, no inside. Yeah, you are already inside of files. Just select it and click on connect. Now, if you want others also to connect to your file sharing and be able to access your file sharing and upload everything from the remote desktop. So what you can do, just click on connect. From different operating system, it's different. Okay, so I have Windows. So I will show script and just copy the script. What you will do, just copy the script. Now what I will do, I have created a virtual machine instance. Yes or no? Yes. This is my virtual machine. What I will do, take an example that this is someone else. Okay, this is a desktop of someone else. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just search my command from, sorry, PowerShell. Okay, PowerShell in my virtual machine. Okay. Okay, I have opened the PowerShell. Okay. Okay, I have, and this is the command. And this is the command that I have copied to connect to my file sharing. Okay, ये command मैंने copy किया था जहाँ पे वो file sharing में दिखा रहा था ना वहाँ से. ठीक है. Now what? ठीक है. Now what I have to do, I want to connect this my laptop and access the files that Arman had uploaded, or the directory that Arman had uploaded in the cloud. I want to access the directory in my local machine. So how can I do it? Just check if the port is empty. So RDP runs on port number 445. Okay, so this is. Just check if that port is open. Okay, it is connecting. Just check if the port is open or not. Okay, so there is no error. So you can just copy this whole code and just paste here. Let me show you one more thing. Okay, See here in this PC, if I go in this PC, there are only 3 disk. Okay, 2 disk. Okay, one is C drive, one is D drive. Okay. Now when I run this command, no, so what will happen? There will be created one more disk, and that disk will be connected to my Microsoft Azure file sharing. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, now this is empty, just 2 disk. Now let me just connect it. And let me just run this command. Credential added successfully. Okay. See what happened? A Z drive had been added, named MLSA file.co.windows. Okay. Now see here. What happened? A new file sharing. Arman FS. What was the name of my file sharing? Arman FS. So this has been created in my remote desktop. Okay. Now up iske andar, it was empty. Here I have not uploaded any files yet. Okay. Inside this Arman FS, I have not uploaded any files yet. Okay. So it is empty. Now, what I said to you that anyone who is accessing your file sharing, they can upload, edit, or delete through their local desktop. Okay. Now, what I want to do, I want to uh, create a text file inside my see my Arman FS directory is currently empty. See, Arman FS directory is currently empty. Now I want to do is I want to upload a text file from my remote desktop. So how can I do it? How can I do it? Just wait a second. Okay. So currently it is in which drive? It is in Z drive. I am in which drive? C drive. So I want to change my drive. Okay. So from C drive I will go to Z drive. Okay. I have moved to Z drive. Now there are some commands, Windows के commands है. These are general commands using which you can make a text file. Okay. What you can do echo HELLO hello world okay, abc.txt. Okay. What is ये normal command है. What does it means that hello world को मेरे abc.txt नाम की एक फाइल जनरेट करो और उसके अंदर क्या टाइप कर लो हेलो वर्ल्ड. ठीक है. वो इसमें से ठीक ठीक है. दिस इज द कमांड, नॉर्मल कमांड. ओके. बेसिकली व्हेन आई एंटर इट, ठीक है, my Z drive was empty. Yes. Now when I do ls, see there is a file abc.txt. See, अब मैं इसके अंदर जाऊंगा. It was empty, no, previous. What happened? abc.txt file has been created, and what is the content? Hello world. Now let me see if it has been shared to my Microsoft Azure cloud. Let me just see it. I refresh it. See, my abc.txt, it has been uploaded to my cloud directly. What I did, I just connected my remote desktop with the cloud with my file sharing, and I was able to upload a file. Yes or no? Are you all getting it? How is it is done? Yes. Great. ठीक है. Now see, if you go here, okay, here you will also get the URL and all. So the main feature is this only. Okay. What file sharing allows you to do? It allows you to collaborate in real time. Okay, if you understand it in simple. Okay. So this is what file sharing does. Okay. Now, if I want to change the contents in my abc.txt, ठीक है, which is uploaded in my cloud, अगर मेरे को इसका content change करना है तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? I can open it abc.txt, मतलब normally Windows का command है. I can open it. इसमें hello world था तो इसमें I enter my name, save, and done. So now what will happen? The file here has also been updated. इसका भी जो text है वो update हो गया होगा. Okay, let me just see, or I need to download it. It will not be accessed. So what you can do, you can just download and see it from the cloud. See, hello world Arman Kukreti. It is showing the real time changes. Okay, जो भी मैं change अपने remote desktop से कर रहा हूँ, it is all visible in my cloud. Okay, so I hope it file sharing is clear to you. Okay, now I can just delete it. Yes, now just let me close my virtual machine instance. Okay, ये सब हो गया. Any doubt till here? Anyone has any type of doubt? किसी को कोई भी doubt? Does anyone has any doubt here? Yes or no? No doubt. Are you all getting it? What I'm telling you all? Are you all getting it? Okay, so this is what is all about file sharing. Now let me just get out of my virtual desktop. Okay, and I have come out of my virtual desktop of my let me delete it. Okay, I have just come out of my virtual machine. Now it doesn't mean that if I have come out of my virtual machine that my virtual machine has been deleted. Okay, matlab it is still running, but I am not connected to it. So what you need to do, just go to your virtual machine. You can stop it or just directly delete it. Just delete the virtual machine. Okay, apply force deletion. Delete your virtual machine. Yes. Delete your virtual machine. Okay, your virtual machine will be deleted. Okay, because why I'm deleting everything now only because I don't want any additional cost. If I forget, then just the cost will be piling up. Okay, it will be deleted also. Okay. Okay, so this was all about file sharing. Okay. Now there are another two types of storages. One is Azure Queue Storage and one is Azure Table Storage. Okay. Now what does Azure Queue Storage does? This storage basically, let me just tell you it through a diagram. Now let me give you an example. This is a PC. Sorry. Okay, so let me give you an example. This is a PC and this is your server. Okay, let me just duplicate it. Okay. Now these are the PCs and this is the server. Now let us just take an example of an e-commerce website. Now, as we all know that during any festival, okay, there is a sale. Okay. Now, obviously, when there is a sale, the load on that website will be high at that time. Yes or no? On the servers, the load at that time will be very much high. Okay. So now what happens that it is possible that, let me give you an example that if you have placed an order and the load on the server is very high. Okay. So there is a possibility that the order you have placed, that request has not reached to the server. Server cannot respond to that request because the server is very busy. Yes or no? It can happen that server misses your request because the server is very much overloaded. Yes. So at this time, what we can use Azure Queue Storage. We can use Azure Queue Storage. What happens in this queue storage that whenever you try to communicate with the server and server is very busy. So what happens that all the requests and all the messages, they all pile up in the queue. Okay. What happens? All the messages come inside the all the mess sorry all the messages pile up inside the queue. Okay. Now whenever the server is free, what it will do, it will interact with the queue and resolve the request. Okay, and means process your request. Okay, this is what the queue does. Queue stores the messages or request made by the customer, and whenever the server is free, okay, what the server does, servers interact with the queue and processes the request. ठीक है, दिस इज अबाउट हाउ द क्यू वर्क्स. ठीक है, नाउ मेनली द क्यू स्टोरेज, it is very useful. ठीक है, as I told you how it is useful. Now there is some limitation. Okay, as I told you that queue storage can store messages inside it. Okay, messages or requests. So there is a, it can store messages in any format. Okay, whether it's JSON format, whether it is in XML format, in any format. Okay, but the limitation is that the messages size can be only up to 64 KB. Okay, and the second limitation is that the queue can the maximum time the queue can hold a message is for 7 days. Okay, after 7 days, if the server doesn't take the message from the queue, the messages will be automatically deleted. Okay, yes or no? Are you getting why we use queue? What is the use of the queue storage, and what are the limitations? Yes, yes. Okay, good. Okay, great. ठीक है. Now let's move on to next type of storage, which is table storage. Okay. Now table storage, what is table storage? It is a non-structured. Okay, what you do in table storage? In table storage, you just store a non-structured data in a key value pair. Okay. Now, if what I mean by no structure means you have uh, you have seen in a table, what you have in a table, you have different types of columns. Okay, and those columns are fixed. You need to enter data for all the columns. Okay, but what happens here in this table storage? There is no proper structure of the data. ठीक है, you can there is no proper structure, and there is no predefined schema. Schema means there is no predefined columns that you need to enter. Okay, it is used to store the raw data. Okay, like I have a data entry of Rohan. I don't know the surname, so what I will do, I will just enter Rohan. Okay, now next entry I have Rohan and I have Patel surname. Okay, so what I will do in next entry, I will store Rohan and Patel. Okay, so there is no structure or no schema of this type of storage. ठीक है, okay, so these are the types of storages. Okay, you all can access these types of storages from here only. Okay, browse storage, storage browser, storage browser. Okay, file share, tables and queues, you can explore on it on your own. Okay, it is very easy. Just go here, you can add a queue for queue storage. Okay, name queue ABC. Okay, you have named the queue and see your queue has been created. Okay, now inside the queue, what I said, it consists of messages. So messages, you can send any message that uh, order one. Okay, this is the message expired in 7 days. Okay, this is the maximum limit. I don't think maximum. Yeah, this is the maximum limit. Okay. Okay. See what happened? Order one is stored inside my queue. So this is what I was talking about the queue. Now you don't access the queue through this. Okay, matlab, you don't every time come into the portal. Okay, there is, you hit the API endpoint. Okay, what you do? You have created a queue. Now what you will do, you will hit the API, okay, of the queue. Now whenever someone requests any service from the server, you will hit the API endpoint of the queue and these messages will be stored. Okay, and same is with table, you can access it on your own. Okay, you can explore it, it is very easy to do. Okay, now let's talk about, we have learned about compute, we have learned about storage. Now let's talk about the networking part. Okay, now in networking part, it provides various networking services like Azure Virtual Network, Load Balancer, okay, Application Gateway, Traffic Manager. ठीक है? Now let me just brief you that what is Azure Virtual Network or Azure VNets. ठीक है? थोड़ा ही बचा है, ठीक है? मतलब I know you all would be thinking कि बहुत लंबा हो रहा है, ठीक है ना? So this is all just the basic. I am just hoping अभी खत्म हो जाएगा, ठीक है? थोड़ा ही, ठीक है? Are you all bored? बोर हो रहे हो सब लोग या इंटरेस्टिंग है? इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है कि बोर हो रहा है? बी जेन्युइन सब लोग 60% बोर नॉट बोरिंग में थोड़ा बोर नहीं okay semi okay okay so this is the last service and after that yeah it is almost completed okay I will just go through it real fast okay so you can understand okay so what is Azure virtual networks so in Azure virtual networks see let me just tell you what is it in virtual networks whenever you are creating a virtual machine okay whenever you are creating a virtual machine a virtual network is being created okay whenever you are creating a virtual machine a virtual net is vnet virtual network is being created and inside the virtual net these are your virtual machines or these are your resources and for each resource there is a subnet okay each resource there is a subnet okay each resource there is a subnet okay what I said that this outer line is the virtual network this is your subnet this line is your subnet and inside each subnet each virtual machine has its own subnet okay and a virtual net oh, wait let me just type here your vnet okay this is your virtual network okay this is your subnet okay now inside your virtual network there can be multiple subnet and each subnet there is a single resource okay now what does this virtual network does it helps it allows you to communicate with different types of Azure resources okay that's what I said vnets के अंदर subnet होता है and this subnet these all are subnets okay and each subnet के अंदर एक resource है now each resource which is see ये सारे resource एक ही virtual network के अंदर है तो what does virtual network do it allows you to communicate with different types of resources like virtual machines है ठीक है तो ये वर्चुअल मशीन मेरा ये वर्चुअल मशीन के साथ कम्युनिकेट कर सकता है वाया वर्चुअल नेटवर्क ठीक है दिस इज द ओवरव्यू ठीक है सो दिस इज द ओवरव्यू अबाउट वर्चुअल नेटवर्क what it provides an isolated environment ठीक है subnet can access the public cloud okay this all things you can just understand what I just told you okay okay now this is all about virtual networks we talk about subnets and all okay network security groups okay so one more thing about virtual networks that virtual network consists of network security groups okay as the name suggests security network security groups okay NSG allows you to maintain that or allows you to access or क्या बोलते हैं what is the term allows you to control that uh, which public traffic should be able to communicate with your virtual machine or your resources and to which resources your virtual machine should communicate ठीक है मतलब अगर कोई पब्लिक ट्रैफिक आ रहा है मतलब अगर कोई कम्युनिकेट करना चाह रहा है तुम्हारे वर्चुअल नेटवर्क से ओके तो which type of traffic should be able to communicate with your virtual network okay or your resources okay and what type of traffic should your virtual machine must communicate ठीक है ये दो चीज virtual network ध्यान रखो no need to dive deep just you can just क्या clear a concept just afterwards okay okay so this is about Azure virtual network now let's talk about load balancer ठीक है now what happens that if okay now this is your sorry what is a load balancer okay a load balancer is used to manage the traffic okay across various instances of your application ठीक है now if I have deployed my virtual machine. Okay, now I have deployed my different virtual machines. Okay, these three are my virtual machines, and I have deployed my application in these three. Okay, these are my servers, you can say. Okay. Now what happens that whenever there is an incoming request, okay, there is a request. Okay, there is incoming request to your server. Now what does load balancer does? This is the load balancer. Okay. Now what will the load balancer do? Okay, load balancer will divide your traffic. Okay. Now if your server is having a if your server is having a lot of load, ठीक है, मतलब very much there are many requests coming in. So what does your load balancer does? It divides your request. Okay, divides the incoming request into different instances of your application. ठीक है, मतलब जैसे अगर मेरे पास 5 रिक्वेस्ट आ रही है, ठीक है, मेरे सर्वर पे, तो ये क्या करेगा, रिक्वेस्ट को डिवाइड कर देगा लोड बैलेंसर, मतलब लोड को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लेगा कि जैसे 2 रिक्वेस्ट यहाँ पे चली गई, एक रिक्वेस्ट को ये सर्वर पे भेज देगा एंड एक रिक्वेस्ट को यहाँ पे. Okay, so this is how load balancer works. ठीक है. Okay, so the load balancer basically reduces the risk of performance issue. Okay, how it reduces, I just told you that it distributes the traffics. Okay, between different instances of your application. ठीक है. What is application gateway? It is also a type of virtual machine. Sorry, virtual machine नहीं, load balancer. ठीक है. Now application gateway, as the name suggests, application. Okay, it works in the application layer of the OSI model. Okay. What I mean is that if you want to redirect the user to a particular virtual machine, okay, like if the user goes to slash products, okay, what I do, wait a second. Okay. Now see, I have a website, I have a e-commerce website. Okay. Now what I have different routings. Okay. What is routing? Like like this is Microsoft slash about slash anything. Okay. Like routing means wait. In the route, if I do Amazon dot in, ठीक है, slash if कुछ भी, अगर मैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स या कुछ भी मोटोरोला कुछ भी, तो दिस इज द राउटिंग. ठीक है. अगर मैं, ठीक है, now what I have done, I have created different instances of I have created different servers for different routes. ठीक है, कि अगर मेरे ई कॉमर्स में प्रोडक्ट्स देखना है तो उसके लिए डिफरेंट सर्वर पे जाएगा, अगर कार्ट पे जाना है तो डिफरेंट सर्वर पे हिट होगा. ठीक है. सो इन दिस केस क्या होता है, दिस एप्लीकेशन गेटवे divides your load on the basis of the routing. Okay, on the basis of the route that the user is visiting. ठीक है, मतलब जैसे अगर मैं प्रोडक्ट पे जा रहा हूँ तो मेरा एप्लीकेशन गेटवे क्या करेगा, लोड को बैलेंस करेगा, पर क्या इसका बेसिस रहेगा, इट वुड बी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्लैश ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ राउटिंग. ठीक है. अगर मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि स्लैश प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए मेरा ये वाला वर्चुअल मशीन है, स्लैश कार्ट ले माई दिस वर्चुअल मशीन वर्क्स. ठीक है. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, अगर कोई यूजर आ रहा है, अगर उसको स्लैश प्रोडक्ट्स एक्सेस करना है तो क्या करेगा, मेरा जो एप्लीकेशन गेटवे है वो क्या देखेगा कि राउटिंग कौन सी है, स्लैश प्रोडक्ट्स है, तो इसको कहाँ रिडायरेक्ट करेगा, मेरे स्लैश प्रोडक्ट्स वाले सर्वर पे, स्लैश प्रोडक्ट्स वाले इंस्टेंस पे. ठीक है. सो दिस इज व्हाट एप्लीकेशन गेटवे डज. ठीक है. इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ लोड बैलेंसर ओनली. ठीक है. सेम गोज विद Azure ट्रैफिक मैनेजर. इट इज ऑल्सो टाइप ऑफ लोड बैलेंसर, बट इट बैलेंसेस द लोड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रीजन. ठीक है. एग्जाम्पल, जैसे मैं यहाँ पे amazon.in कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, amazon.in. ओके, इफ आई ओपन amazon.in तो ये मेरे को कहाँ ले जाएगा, अमेजोन इंडिया की साइट पे ले जाएगा, ठीक है। वहीं पे अगर मैं यूके amazon.uk एक्सेस कर रहा हूँ तो ये मेरे को कहाँ पे लेके जाएगा, अमेजोन की यूके वाली वेबसाइट पे, ठीक है। तो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज दैट Azure ट्रैफिक मैनेजर, इट इज अ लोड बैलेंसर which balances the load on the basis of region या फिर on the basis of specific endpoints, ठीक है। ठीक है, आई होप इट इज क्लियर, ठीक है। सो दिस इज हाउ द ट्रैफिक इज मैनेज, ठीक है। दिस इज द आइडेंटिटी मैनेजमेंट। आइडेंटिटी मैनेजमेंट मीन्स you would be familiar about this in Google Cloud Platform also, कि किन लोगों को तुम्हें क्या एक्सेस देना है। It tells you about this, okay? कि if I want to make anyone editor or if I want to give anyone view access, okay, so this all I can handle using IAM of Azure, ठीक है, ठीक है। In IAM there is role based access also, like if on the basis of role, if anyone is having a if anyone is a owner, तो ओनर को कुछ अलग सेट ऑफ एक्सेसेस होने चाहिए, ठीक है। कंट्रीब्यूटर को अलग एक्सेस होना चाहिए, रीडर को अलग होना चाहिए, ठीक है। तो दीज ऑल आर रोल बेस्ड एक्सेसेस, ठीक है। तो अजूर ये भी प्रोवाइड करता है, ठीक है। ना कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट, ओके, आई हैव टोल्ड यू अबाउट कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट। इट गिव्स यू अबाउट द टेंटेटिव कॉस्ट जो लगेगी इफ यू होस्ट रिसोर्सेज एंड ऑल, ओके। दिस इज ऑल, ठीक है। सो दिस वाज ऑल फॉर टुडे, ठीक है। एनीवन, ठीक है। सो दिस वाज ऑल फॉर टुडे। एनीवन, एनी डाउट? व्हाट इज अ सबनेट? ओके, सो केतन, basically a subnet, okay, subnet, let me tell you in brief, okay. See, Ketan, you are in which semester currently? कौन से सेमेस्टर में तुम? हाँ, I will talk about surprise. Ketan, which semester are you in currently? First semester, okay. So you will be learning about what is networking and all. You will subnet mask and all, but I will just give you an overview, not going into much detail. ओके, सो व्हाट इज सबनेट? ये वर्चुअल नेटवर्क जो है ना, इसका एक आईपी एड्रेस होता है, ठीक है, कि तुम्हारा जो वर्चुअल नेटवर्क है, ठीक है। अब वर्चुअल नेटवर्क के अंदर मल्टीपल सबनेट्स है, ठीक है। हर सबनेट का एक आईपी एड्रेस होता है, ठीक है। अब हर सबनेट के अंदर सबनेट क्या करता है, तुम्हारे रिसोर्सेज को बाउंड करता है। ये सब क्या तुम्हारे रिसोर्सेज है। अब हर रिसोर्सेज को, योर एवरी रिसोर्सेज, वेदर इट बी रिसोर्स ग्रुप और योर वर्चुअल मशीन, इट इज ऑल बाउंडेड बाय अ पर्टिकुलर सबनेट, ओके, ठीक है। एंड सबनेट, इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ वर्चुअल नेटवर्क ओनली, ठीक है। यू कैन जस्ट टेक दिस बेसिक आइडिया दैट व्हाट इज सबनेट। बाकी ये डिटेल में तुम्हें आएगा, ठीक है। सबनेट मास्किंग एंड ऑल, इसका आईपी एड्रेस कैसे निकालते, सब कुछ, ठीक है, ठीक है। दिस वाज जस्ट एन ओवरव्यू एंड सम हैंड्स ऑन, ठीक है। या जस्ट गेट टू नो अबाउट द बेसिक्स, दैट क्या है ये, कैसे वर्क कर रहा है। बाकी यू कैन डाइव इनटू इट डीपर लेटर, ठीक है। वैसे भी ये सेशन बहुत लंबा होगा, ठीक है। इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट दैट यू देन यू कैन रीच आउट टू मी, ठीक है, आफ्टर दिस, ठीक है। ओके एवरीवन, सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट टुडे। Did you all like the session? Did you think that it was something worth attending and something you, मतलब कुछ नॉलेज तुम्हारा एनहेंस ही हुआ है जब तुम स्टार्टिंग में आए थे, और अभी जब तुम जा रहे हो तो कुछ नॉलेज तुमने गेन किया है? यस और नो? कितने लोग सोचते हैं कि इट वाज वर्थ अटेंडिंग एंड इट वाज ग्रेट? यस, यस, हाँ, बहुत शुक्रिया, ठीक है। तो ऐसे ही बहुत ऐसा सेम हमारे हमने गूगल क्लाउड से भी किया था जीडीजी में, ठीक है। बट इन जीडीजी यू नीड टू डू इट ऑन योर ओन, ठीक है। उस वो अलग टाइप का था। नाउ दिस इज इन एमएलएसए, आई एक्सप्लेन यू एवरीथिंग अबाउट इट, ठीक है। तो तुम्हें एक बेसिक आइडिया होगा, तुमने सब जेन ए का किया था, तो एक बेसिक आइडिया होगा, ठीक है, कि ये कि वर्चुअल मशीन्स क्या है, आईएम्स क्या, एक्सेस मैनेजमेंट्स क्या है, ये सब स्टोरेजेस क्या होता है डिफरेंट, ठीक है। नाउ आई हैड शोन यू द प्रैक्टिकल एंड आई हैड एक्सप्लेन यू दैट हाउ कैन यू एक्सेस इट इन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट अजूर, ठीक है। एंड वन मोर थिंग, एक चीज तुमने जेन एआई में देखी होगी, एक पबसब करके एक वो था, मॉड्यूल था, यस और नो? पबसब करके एक मॉड्यूल था। तो व्हाट वाज पबसब? पबसब मेंट दैट पब्लिक सबनेट, ओके। दो टाइप के सबनेट होते हैं, एक पब्लिक सबनेट, एक प्राइवेट सबनेट, ठीक है। तो इसके डिटेल में तुम जा सकते हो इसके बाद, लेकिन तो जो क्लाउड के फंडामेंटल्स होते हैं वो सेम रहते हैं, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, ठीक है। ठीक है, सो आई वुड जस्ट रिक्वेस्ट यू टू जस्ट स्कैन दिस एंड जस्ट दो क्वेश्चन का सर्वे है, यू जस्ट टेक दिस सर्वे राइट नाउ एंड आफ्टर दिस वी विल रिवील द सरप्राइज दैट व्हाट आर द सरप्राइजेस दैट यू विल गेट, ठीक है। तो जल्दी से ये क्यूआर कोड को स्कैन कर लो, ठीक है, जल्दी से क्यूआर कोड को स्कैन कर लो और फिर यहाँ पे अपना रिव्यू दे दीजिए, दो क्वेश्चन का है, टू क्वेश्चन सर्वे एंड just type done in the chat and I will tell you about the surprises, ठीक है। Okay, just scan the QR code. Take the screenshot, you can fill it afterwards as you wish. Hello. Wait a second. Okay, done. Everyone has given their review, I hope, ठीक है, हो गया सबका, ठीक है, good, ठीक है। Now what the surprise is, as in the post you would have seen that you can get a chance to win LinkedIn Premium, yes or no? सबको पता है LinkedIn Premium क्या होता है? What is the use of LinkedIn Premium? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, LinkedIn Premium, you can, it is really useful. Like if you are applying for any type of job, you can just see what is, what type of, means what is the competition in that particular job, or if you want to ask for a referral. In current free plan, what happens that you cannot message someone directly unless he or she is, you know, in your connection, okay? But what happens if you have a premium account, then you can ask directly, you can message someone if you want to ask for a referral or anything, okay? It is very useful, okay? So I have a questionnaire, कुछ MCQ questions है, which you need to give the answers, okay? You need to submit the answers, and the person who will get the most answer correct, he or she will be winning the LinkedIn Premium, okay? मतलब top एक one person will be getting LinkedIn Premium for this session, okay? So that person, so yeah, how it will be decided? I have created a questionnaire based on what I have taught today, okay? And those who, the person who has the most correct answers will win the LinkedIn Premium, okay? Yes or no? Got it or no? Yes. Okay. And certificate, yeah, you all will be getting certificate. Okay. I have your mail IDs. Okay. You have registered through your mail ID. Okay. So your certificate will be sent through your respective email IDs. ठीक है? ठीक है? All of you who have been here till the end, ठीक है? I have all the details of who are attending till the end, and you all will be getting the certificates. Okay. And I appreciate that you took out a second. Okay, and I appreciate that you all took time. It is Sunday, and you all took time and attended this workshop and gained some knowledge. Okay. Okay. So let me just share the questionnaire. Wait a second. Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. ठीक है, आई एम शेयरिंग द क्वेश्चनर लिंक, मतलब जो एमसीक्यू टेस्ट का लिंक, एंड इट हैज 8 एमसीक्यूज, एंड those who will give the most correct answer will get the LinkedIn premium. Okay, only one person. एंड अगर बहुत सारों के करेक्ट सेम मार्क्स है तो द पर्सन हु हैज submitted first will be getting the LinkedIn premium. Okay, and the result will be declared till tomorrow morning. Okay. Okay, yes or no? ठीक है. Now I am sharing the link and you can start doing it. Okay. ठीक है ना? Okay, so this is the questionnaire, or you can say, okay. Now you all can start doing it. Okay, it is the person who gets the most marks and the person who completes it first. Okay, मतलब these two criteria should be fulfilled. ठीक है, complete it right now only. ठीक है, and once you have completed, just tell me that it is done and you can go. ठीक है, I hope all of you are completing the questions. Okay. Done. Harshoni has done. Karanveer has done. Bhavik, okay. So how was the question? यार मतलब जो पढ़ाया था वही आया ना, मतलब was it simple? Yes. Okay. Now, are you understanding the technical terms of uh what is ASP, SAS and all? Yes. Okay, good, great. ठीक है, so everybody has the link now. Done. Okay, great. Okay, so we will be declaring the result, means who got the LinkedIn premium till tomorrow morning. Okay, and all of you will get the certificate who have been throughout the webinar within a week. Okay, एक week के अंदर you will get the certificates. Okay. Okay, everyone. Does anyone has any doubt? Any doubts? Any doubts? No? Okay, great. ठीक है. ठीक है. Now, thank you all of you for attending, and you all can leave now. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. And if you have any suggestions for our next event, then you can just connect with me and you can share your thoughts. Okay. What are the improvements and everything? Okay. Good. Okay, I am ending the meeting. I hope all of you have the link. And okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Bye. Yeah. Thank you.